one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call when you're ready.
Mr. Bill Heaton?
Here.
Mr. Bob Tate?
Here.
Mr. Justin Woodrick?
Here.
Mr. Jake Tate is out and excused. Mr. John McAdoo?
Here.
Lisa Coffey? Here. And Joe?
Here.
Okay, I need approval for last month's minutes.
I'll make it.
August and September.
Yeah, I think we're gonna need 3 of them, right? The amendment.
Yes, the amended for July, August, and September.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
I thought you already did.
Opposed?
Plus another one.
Alright,
I heard it.
Make it for all three instead of
how
just
about
one.
Oh, okay.
review of tonight's agenda? And is there any changes?
The only thing I want to take off is just that resolution for permit fee changes. I don't know if that, just because.
Okay.
After.
Good, that means I got time to go with the other one.
Everything else is on there then, right, Jen? Everything
Yep.
we talked about? Okay.
Yep.
I need a, do I need a
Nope.
motion? No,
No,
I didn't think so.
It's already on here.
Okay, officer reports.
The balance of the general fund as of September 30th of 2025 is $1,113,000 $208.93. The liquid fuel fund has $103,037.16. Pliget investment has $4,087.11. Pliget capital purchase has $1,830.24. The water and sewer fund have $115,942.18. The emergency management fund has $12,803.02. And the separate account that the restricted funds for Aqua, from the Aqua deal, is $181,033.43. For the police report, we had 32 calls. They are closed and cleared. I'll just do the fire report too while I'm already doing it. They had 6 total incidents. They were also here for the town hall meeting. Total estimated fire loss was $1,000. They did 378 hours of training. And do you guys have anything to add? No? Okay.
We
Thank
got a
you.
fire up here?
I believe that was from the vehicle fire, the previous one.
Oh, okay.
That's all I got. Yep.
Thank you. Need an approval, okay. Need a motion to accept the report.
The only thing I want to bring up is the total wages still says August on the bottom of that report.
Oh, sorry.
So-
I have to change that by hand every month,
Yeah,
so.
that's good. I just wanted to make sure that it's reflected in
Yeah.
the only other thing that caught my eye on that is the bills, but I don't know if this is the point that we talked about that, but the Verizon tablet went up like double.
Oh, yeah, so they were supposed to put it on auto pay and they didn't.
Okay.
So missed a month. I was paying for 2
Perfect.
months.
Okay.
Yep, that's it. They were supposed to put it on auto and
Those
did
were my
not.
red flags.
Yep.
So.
That's okay.
Okay, correspondence.
I have a lot.
Yeah, we got a lot to get through tonight.
Yeah.
Probably might want to silence our phones while I'm thinking about it too.
Okay. I think first and foremost, we should do the letter of intent for Kevin.
Okay,
Get that going here. So I received a letter of intent to join council from Mr. Kevin Farkas. It says, "Dear Ms. White, the letter is to express my interest in filling the current vacant seat on Borough Council through January 6, 2026. An appointment to council would be a great honor and heartfelt opportunity to serve the citizens, community, and municipal colleagues. I currently meet all qualifications for service on council as set forth by the Beaver County Bureau of Elections and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Furthermore, my position as municipal website administrator is not incompatible with the role of council member. Respectfully, thank you for your consideration. Sincerely, Kevin Farkas."
okay.
Is that the only one we have?
That is the only one we have.
'Cause I know John's wife last month said
Yeah, she's here.
she was gonna do that.
Yeah. Like she still wants to, yes. She's here.
Did you guys not put that in together at the same time? Can he do that? I don't know.
What do we need right now? Just one, right?
Yeah,
But then we'll need another, within, 2 months, we'll need another one,
why?
right? Well, yours and Jay's.
They'll all come up for a vote.
That's what I mean.
On the election.
Yeah, but if they don't, we would still need
You
one.
only have one
Right.
open
Well, but
right
you
now.
can't do
We
that
have
until you
one.
have the open.
One vacancy.
Okay.
We have one vacancy right now.
Yeah, right now we have one.
So I need a motion to fill the seat, right?
Yes.
I need somebody to,
How is there only one seat? There's two there.
This is Ryan.
Ryan and Jake.
Oh, that's right, Ryan.
Ryan just hasn't been here. Who else?
Yeah, gotcha.
Jake's not here.
Jake's not here.
Jake, Ryan.
And then Candace.
Candace is
Is
gone.
Candace is,
Ryan.
okay.
Yeah,
that's the
so-
seat.
Right,
Fill
that's
it.
the one we're,
I'm
okay.
on that list.
That's what I thought was, we had one. So somebody needs to make a motion on to accept.
Is Joyce's, they filled it in together when John
Yeah, that's what I was
got,
asking.
they sent it in together. Is that accepted as like an individual? Cause I thought we talked about that at the last meeting, that we had to have an individual one, like an individual letter of
Well,
intent.
since he's already on,
Mm-hmm.
and as long as she's still interested in it, yeah, she can still be considered for it, yeah.
So we have two,
That's what I was asking.
and I was clarifying.
No, we have two people
Two people trying to get one
Two
seat.
people applying for
I
one
see,
position.
I see.
accept. Yeah, I'm going to make a motion to accept Kevin on council. I think it would really benefit for all the work that he does. All right.
I like that idea. We need a second. We have two other people. I don't know if I can or not.
Well, since she's your,
I don't know.
you do have like a conflict of interest. All right, slight. No,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
teasing you a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a sincere.
So you're
conflict
saying
of
you want me
interest.
to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll second.
Okay. All in favor, or do we have to do a roll call?
Do roll call, I think.
Alright. This is a roll call to bring Kevin Farkas onto council. Mr. Bill Heaton,
Yes.
Mr. Bob Tate,
Yes.
Mr. Justin Wittrick,
Yes.
Mr. John McAdoo.
Yes.
Okay, Kevin.
Welcome aboard.
Take your seat.
I need to be sworn in by the
Yeah.
1695 version of
But
Mayor's oath of
but
office.
right in.
Everybody's gonna have to wrote in.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we'll have to, we should talk about that at this meeting too. Who else?
If she's interested,
So we know
we
who's,
can do.
who we're gonna be, who all we're writing in for how many years we need to go.
Well, that'll be on the ballot how many years, but.
But there- we need to
This
know
position
who.
took 2 years, this
Yeah.
position took 4 years, this is all you're gonna see.
Already on it.
You're the only one that's gonna be here.
Right.
All right, so we can do this one right now.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Okay?
Seem to know everything.
I. State your name.
I'll make you work for this.
Do solemnly swear
I solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United
and the
States
Constitution of PA,
and the Constitution of Pennsylvania.
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
I will discharge the duties of my office
with fidelity
with fidelity
for the residents of the West Mayfield Borough.
for the residents of the West Mayfield Borough.
Thank you, you're up. You're
Welcome,
in,
Kevin.
finally.
Thank you. Yeah, it is about time. You're next.
Yep, go forward. The money market account that we have the aqua funds in right now, just got extended for 90 days at 3.75%, just so everyone knows.
Is that the,
The restricted funds.
Okay.
Yeah, that can only be used for sewer.
Sewers, right?
I got a email from it's about the 2025 volunteer fire relief allocation. They basically want us to give a donation for the Fire Relief Association. Just figured I'd bring it to the table, see if anybody wanted me to move forward on that.
Do we do that?
it's optional. I mean,
I don't think we have.
yeah.
Then we won't,
Okay.
since it's starting now.
Sounds good. And then same thing, from the Veterans Center, Service Center, they also are looking for, donations just for the VA. Same thing, you guys never done it?
Not that I know of.
And then this is, being handled, but I just wanted to mention it, if everybody remembers, Brian was involved in a small fender bender a couple months ago with the plumbing, or the porta potty company? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
They're trying to state that Brian is being held responsible for the accident. I have calls in, waiting on calls back, like, that's ridiculous, he was at a stop sign, so I just want everyone to be updated, that they're trying to charge the borough, Brian, $1,500 in damage to
What
the.
happened?
Yeah, I thought that was already
Oh,
taken
stop
care
at
of.
the stop sign.
Yeah, so did I,
Yeah,
and then I got this
thought that
letter.
was done too. Oh, well.
Who's the letter from?
There you go.
It is from Travelers.
Stop.
Oh, the insurance company.
He didn't swing the.
Yeah, I thought it was handled too. They told me I was
okay.
waiting on a check,
So he hit
and
you.
then
Yeah, he hit me.
Brian got this in the mail.
No, they're saying.
So I don't know if it's just for Brian or if it's for, like, cause it just says his name.
Oh, stop, how much?
When you said about the 90 days,
Mm-hmm.
is that the paper I gave you? Do I may have to let them know, or is that,
No, it just says that the rate is variable and may fluctuate following the introductory.
That's 181,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's locked in for 90 days?
No, it's just a rate that they're giving us, an increased rate, that's all, it's not locked in for anything.
well, I was thinking they were gonna let us do that with all of our, is that what?
It just says public funds money market rate, so whatever is the money market
Yeah, I
rate,
think we
yeah.
still need to make a decision on all that.
On the rest of the money?
Mhm.
So that's just for the one account then?
That's,
Is that what you're-
that's the way it reads,
Okay.
public funds money market rate. Is
So-
extended.
called.
Cause I thought that was, she just wrote it out, just something, what they were offering or something, but I don't know if
No, it
that's,
just says, please be advised that the following public funds money market rate is being extended to you for the next 90 days at 3.75%. This rate is variable and may fluctuate following the introductory period. So it's just for that one account, we got a rate of 3.75 instead of the 1.75 that it normally is. They gave us a higher rate for 90
okay,
days.
I was thinking I had to give her the
No.
okay to do that.
Nope, you're good.
Okay,
I used to send these all the time.
good. But what about the rest of the money?
If they're under the public funds money market, then they'll all get that raise for 90 days.
Okay.
I'll double check it.
Yeah, would you?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, it just, in this letter, it only says one.
Can I address this, Mr. President?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they're kind of fishing around here, and there's even, on the face of it, claimant would mean the person making the claim saying you caused the damage, you caused the injury. They list the claimant name as Brian McNeely, he's not the claimant, he's the other party. They're just fishing here, what I would suggest, send them your insurance information on that.
Yeah, I already did.
Oh,
Yep.
you're done.
I was just letting everybody know that it was, what was going on. Kevin sent over a municipal website administration agreement, just stating that all his rules, what you do for the website, is that accurate? That's kind of what I took away from it, what you do, how you do it, that type of thing. Just needs signed by Kevin and Bob that we agree to let Kevin keep running our website, basically.
Do we have to vote on that?
You should.
Probably should, yes. because
There's one
This is
line in
painful,
here, there's a couple lines in here, is, that I just wanna make sure that we have like a clear statement on, is, you have about like additional costs, like if there's like hackers or something like that the borough is going to pay for all that, so it leaves it very open-ended, like what is that, right? So like, I would assume that if the website got completely hacked, right, and we lost everything, would the borough pay $100K to recover everything? You know what I mean? Like what, like, should there be a limit on that statement on here? That's one of the things that I saw. Sorry, I did real late reviewing on this. But what are your thoughts?
Yeah, that's a good point. Realistically,
like I don't foresee that happening, but what if you're not doing it, right? And we outsource that and we have that same contract and a company is like, oh, you know, the website got hacked because of a plugin, blah, 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 and now it's gonna cost us 40 grand to take care of.
Right. Well, I guess at any moment you could decide whether the cost is worth
Yeah.
it. But I would imagine that if you do the 26 budget, you would factor in
That stuff.
that amount for a potential extra cost. We've only had one. I've absorbed everything for all these years. The last, it was actually 24. We had this back-end hacking incident that I couldn't fix.
Yeah. It's just the open-ended stuff, like
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it, you know, it kind of goes to the same thing as like the landlord stuff, right? Like if you leave it open-ended, it's potential open-ended, so.
Right. Yeah, there's no way to tell. I mean, to be honest with you, there's no way to tell. Honestly, you know, if a cost is prohibitive, shut it down and make a new one. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean, really.
Yeah, that was my only concern, is just like there's the open-endedness of it. I don't know if we
Yeah,
can.
what you're saying is, can we put a set amount?
That's it.
So
Like,
we're not gonna go beyond
or
this
at
point.
least, hey, above this much has to be approved by council or something, like a.
Well, I would suggest that in the 26 budget, your line item amount that you'd be willing to pay,
Mhm.
you can always extend that, open that.
Does
whatever
that
the
have to
context.
be on here though?
Well, that says that, you know, the borough would cover the costs. You would specify what those costs would be in terms of the budget parameters in that line item. You would have to always make the decision whether it's in the budget or it just pops up to 5 months from now. Is that cost worth, is that expenditure worth keeping that website up and running?
But does it obligate the borough
That's
to cover it regardless of what the cost would
Well, it
be?
doesn't obligate me,
I'm sorry?
it doesn't obligate me out of my pocket to pay for something like that. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm not saying it should be you.
yeah, it shouldn't be.
No, but that's why I separated that out, to make it clear that my personal compensation as administrator is whatever that is, I forget the amount. And then any other costs associated would be covered by the borough for the borough's website.
So should we put there if deemed,
I just think there needs to be another line that just
Will be
says
covered by
like,
the borough.
it has to be approved or something like that. Does that make sense?
Okay, well, from my perspective, this is an agreement as a service provider for me. That's out of my control. That basically says, this is your cost, borough. You figure out how you wanna do it, that's what I'm saying. Whatever it's worth to you, however you wanna do it, whatever.
Yeah, but does it have to be in that is what I'm saying.
Well, this
Can I
is,
see that? 'Cause I haven't seen it.
this
or
says
should
to
it just
me,
be changed to say that I will not be held accountable?
well, that's what that is.
Yeah.
That's right.
I mean,
And,
you're saying
and
about it.
totally understand,
Same,
but
same words.
That's why I put that in there,
Yeah.
just to make it clear. Because in the past, I did absorb it.
I'm 100% with you. I'm just saying it's like contract wise, I'm just looking at it like
Good to have that cleared up there.
I think there should be. I don't think you should be responsible for it, but I also don't think that if somebody else was doing it and it's like, hey, this cost us $30K, you guys have to pay that. You know?
Yeah, I did it and it cost you 20.
Yeah.
Well,
What
I
that
think those
means.
concerns should be factored into a standard operating guideline, right, around this whole thing. If this happens, this, you know,
And
whatever.
so is it too early to sign that is what I'm trying to get at.
Justin, where's the clause at? Under,
It says compensation, or hold on, where was it?
under compensation and payment?
No, there's some like,
Open-ended costs. The borough agrees to cover all technical costs arising during the 2026 year. If resolving severe technical issues like hacking, virus threats beyond the capabilities of the website admin, the borough agrees to cover the cost of resolving such issues. That's the lines that I don't.
Yeah, the borough agrees to cover it.
That's all. And I'm okay with tabling it and just whatever.
well, I believe I signed it. It's
No,
signed. Oh, I did?
that one's not signed. Unless it's like typed. No.
Oh, didn't I sign it? Well, I'm good to sign it now, as is. I have no other amendments to it or changes. So I'm agreeable to signing it.
You know, like Justin was just saying, you could put a cap on it. It could also, like you just said, Kevin, if it's extremely high, you could just shut it down and start another website. Am I not correct? Am I correct in that?
Yeah, that's a possibility. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we just put in there, if you want to resolve any technical issues, go on the capability website admin. The borough agrees to cover the cost of resolving such issues to keep the municipal website live and functioning, but retains the option to terminate the website and in conjunction with you to develop a new one. Would that, I'm not a real technical person, so I'm asking you, would that cover this, any kind of possible scenario?
Well, it would, but, I come back to the scope of that document. That's the terms and conditions of my service as a website administrator.
Okay.
I'm just indemnifying myself to any costs, technical costs above and beyond my salary, right? So, and I would, and I think that what you're saying is, these are all legit questions. I think they could be worked into a standard operating guideline around this stuff. Like, there are things that really need to be documented, such as where the credentials go, who has the credentials, who has access to the credentials, which, I sort of briefly say in there that I will share those credentials, of course, naturally. But yeah, so this issue I think is valid, but I don't think it is really within the scope of this particular document.
But it's in the document.
Well, just that I'm not held
I'm not easy
liable.
with that.
I'm okay with, you're not held liable for additional costs outside of that, but
And
I
that's what
don't,
that says. That's what that says.
well,
But no, it says the
there's a
borough
line
will be
that
accountable.
the borough agrees to cover the cost.
Well, who else is going to cover the cost? I mean,
Well, that just assumes that all costs then
Well,
can be.
there are really two issues.
We can determine if we'll cover the cost.
Really two issues, as I see it. If there is a major catastrophic problem, and that would cost a ton of money, like you said, we should have the option of terminating the website and starting anew. At the same time, if I understand Kevin correctly, he should be indemnified for any out-of-pocket costs.
I agree.
Okay, but we should have the option of saying, well, wait a minute, this is getting too expensive, you know what I mean? There should be no money come out of his pocket.
100%.
Agree.
Okay,
Yes.
but at the same time, we gotta be able to say, we're gonna call it a day.
Yeah, like,
Okay.
that's my only concern on
Gotta
it.
draw the line somewhere.
I think we
This is it.
should wait until the workshop meeting and work through it because we have a lot to get through
It-
tonight and I
it's
wouldn't
true.
spend too much time on
I
an
think it's just
agreement.
one line and then,
Yeah.
yeah.
okay, whatever you want to do. But this is, I mean, this is good. The way this stands is good for me.
Okay,
The compensation figure is fine with me. So anything else? you
Yeah, I
want?
don't think anybody's talking about.
Yeah,
about the
everything
compensation.
else is great, it's just the, like I said, the open-ended to the borough, that's all I care
okay,
about.
we'll
That's
talk
all.
about it at
Yeah.
the workshop and
Okay,
let's not get too crazy into it in front of.
right.
Okay, the last thing I have is, the, stamp program, DCED reached out. They would like to meet with all of us, it would be, virtually, on Tuesday, October 21st at 5 or 6 to discuss future things in the borough. So I wanted to see if that worked for everybody, I could get back to them, of course you guys don't have to give me an answer right now. If you could just shoot me an email by Friday, so I can get this on the books with them. So
October
I'll-
20.
yeah, I'll send an email tonight and then you guys
Okay,
can all
good.
respond to it, but Tuesday, October 21st at 5 or 6. Yeah. So, that's all I have.
What about the audit? Is that the same thing?
Yeah.
I have it under, is that on there?
Yeah,
Okay, I thought I had another report, sorry. Under my report, not correspondence.
Jenna, this is related to the resolution, ultimate resolution for participation in the stamp program, right? This is informational.
This is informational,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And I think it would be great to hear out with George, and I mean, I'm sure the Pitt students will be there for that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it doesn't say, all it says is that they wanna meet with us discussing the possibility of,
I can just very quickly, I can tell you that citizens are 100% endorsing this, 100%.
okay.
and sorry about the audit thing thought I had under my report, I'm sorry. It is JMA, they just changed their name, I don't know if anybody's aware of that, JMA, who we've always used for our audits, they want to be re-signed, it's Butler Agnew and Associates now, they wanna be re-signed for the real estate tax audit, so it's long As everybody's good with reusing them, like we,
Did they keep the same price?
I believe so. Yeah, $2,060.
They audit you, Kathy? What do you think? Being you're the one that gets
I think
audited.
I don't wanna do it.
Do you like these people?
It's the same people every time, they just keep changing their names.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's-
they keep changing owners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So this independent auditor, according to the Borough Code, has to be agreed upon by resolution during the calendar year of the audit. So if it's just a name change, does that have to be a resolution? Are they the same entity?
It's the same people, they just have a different owner.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we
so it
just-
changed
We
names.
just need to vote if we're gonna keep them or not, right?
And just put in the minutes that it's the
The
same.
name changed, yep. Yeah, that's why I worded it the way I did. I thought
Everything's
that
the
was
same.
We need a
learning
motion
as I
then?
go here.
I don't believe there's a current motion for them, is there?
We just,
We had raised that issue with citizens earlier, and I think that, did
I think we have one for us, but not for real estate. Like a resolution for,
Your independent auditor.
for the West Maple Borough, but not for real estate tax collector. A resolution for it. I think we do need one for this.
Well, if they're doing the same job, right, as independent auditor, do we need a resolution, is that what you're saying?
No, just motion,
Just a motion?
Yeah, just a motion.
Yeah,
I
Because the
think.
Borough Code calls for a resolution.
but it's the same entity.
Yeah.
I mean, the same organization or a different name. That's why I said just have it in the minutes that this is the same as the previous, they just changed whatever their structure is.
But my point is, I don't think we have a
Did
resolution.
we ever have a resolution?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. I don't think we even have a resolution.
Okay.
So you might want to do one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that way it'll be done, right?
We don't know if we've ever had a resolution.
I'm gonna look it up right here.
I would say I don't think.
Is that something that has to be done every year?
Yeah, it has
Yeah,
to be
that's something
done.
that wasn't being done yet.
Yeah, it hasn't been done, so it has to be done within the calendar year. So if you're able to do it now, right, you can just do it anytime before the end of the year. Because this group will audit this year, and then that will be, that'll work.
all right, are we tabling this then, or are we waiting for you to see if we have a resolution?
You did pass a resolution to do this, requiring an annual appointment by resolution of an independent auditor.
So we just need a motion then?
I think we passed a resolution to do a resolution.
Policy, yeah.
Yeah,
We passed a
so-
policy resolution.
So we do
Confusing.
need a resolution.
Okay.
So we'll table that work
Perfect.
session,
Works for me.
make a resolution for that.
Okay, so that's it for you then?
That's all I got. Yep.
We will move on. Zoning officer report, Tina.
What?
You have anything? No?
I have no idea where the landlord thing's at. I haven't seen it. I don't know.
It's, I have the latest, I almost said greatest, but might not be the greatest in everybody's opinion, but the latest version, with a few minor changes from last time.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna address that, I saw it's under president's.
Oh, okay, okay. The only other thing is, I don't know. So, never mind. I think it's not on old, so go ahead.
Okay, well, we're not really on old business yet.
Well, this is
So
for-
code enforcement, we got a problem with a certain individual in the borough that's got a junk boat. I'm gonna pass this around so you guys can see what a nice looking boat that. Yes, that's minnow. Yeah, and people right across the street have to look at that every day. We've asked them to move it, they were gonna move it, they were gonna cover it, it's just going on and on. We need to find out, there's different things in our code that, I think the one was,
So, in the zoning, 104.4, the provision of safe, adequate, and attractive housing for the entire population shall be pursued. Which, I don't see, you spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on your home and you have to open your front door and look at that, they're offended by.
I know it is.
It is not up to code, up to date. It has a March of 25 sticker, registration sticker on the boat.
Do boats get registered annually like a motor vehicle? I don't know about boats.
And then we have a code that says no parking vehicles in yard. And when you look at that, is that a vehicle? If you look at another definition of a vehicle, it's something that gets you from here to there. And that boat will get you from here to there, right?
It's also on a trailer, right?
It's on a trailer. We just need something. Now they're saying that we're targeting them, that we're racist.
How does that make you racist?
Well, I didn't know what color they were, but apparently
Apparently,
Sorry.
we're
You're
racist.
something.
Apparently I'm racist because I don't like their boat.
So,
Well-
I mean,
Or the neighbors don't like their
here's the thing,
boat.
we do have off-street parking, you know, as the chief has said before, but that's off-street parking, not yard parking. So, on off-street, like homes, according to zoning, a single-family dwelling is entitled to 2 parking spots.
Right.
But it has to be grooved out, 9 by something, 9 by so many feet, like 18 feet or something. So you'd have to dig out on that hillside, and basically fall off the hill, you know? So, you know, he's still in the yard, you know?
This is under the zoning ordinance. I think that you need to follow a procedure for informing them they're in violation of the zoning ordinance and issue a citation if necessary and test it and see, go before the magistrate.
Okay.
Because you don't know until you try.
Yeah,
Well, you don't know with certainty.
I mean, they're lying,
I don't know.
you know,
Look at-
about, hey, I just
This
need to the end of the
trailer,
month. Well, the end of
these
the month
tires,
was the end
trailers
of
fall
August,
from each
we're
other.
here, you know?
Yeah.
So
And like,
if it had to be
you know,
inspected.
then of course they're like, well, you're not targeting other people. Well,
How many other people have boats?
I'll be honest with you, we don't drive around and try to purposely say, okay, let's get that one, let's get that one. Only if somebody complains, maybe they don't care that
Everybody that
it's
ever
there.
gets alleged that you're doing something improper, they always say, but you didn't bother so-and-so or so-and-so.
Yes.
And that's what they're
Yes,
saying.
and that's what they're
It's
doing.
selective enforcement. That's what
Yes.
they're saying.
I've been all through the borough and I got a list of all the people that have boats and cars in their yards.
Okay,
But I haven't had any complaints on them yet.
yeah. I think you need just to follow through. It's a vehicle.
Yeah,
It's a vehicle.
Okay.
Okay. In my opinion, it's a vehicle. It's a vehicle when it's in the water. It's a vehicle right now because I looked at it real
Because
quick.
it's on a trailer.
It's on a trailer. I mean,
It has tires under it.
right. So you can easily get it from here to there, as you said, Bob. So.
Okay. So that's what we'll do. We'll take it to court, I guess. All right. What else did I have there?
Recreational vehicles.
That's it. That's the recreational vehicle. We've been getting quite a few checks in, huh? We've been starting to realize what the code says for,
the added fees.
added fees. Because Chris always just, here's $60, give me $60, here's your permit. We was following what he was doing. Then now we're finding out that we're reading more into it and finding out we weren't charging
The scheduled
what we should have
fees.
been charging. So we are now, and we're starting to get quite a few checks in.
And we're connected in with that MDIA, so we see the ones that are trying to be sneakers. And sneak and just go straight to there and cut us completely out. That's where I think 4 of those checks just came from Trinity.
Yeah, because they went straight through code
They
sys.
figured, hey, we went to Code Sys before, so we'll just, not MDIA, but Code Sys.
That's what I was wondering, who was
Yeah.
MDI?
Yeah, that's Beaver Falls, and all them use that. But anyway, they were cutting us out, you know? We were missing out on, even the $60 we were missing out on, you know, so, but yeah.
Yep, so that's all I got for that. Emergency management report, Eli?
All right, guys, I emailed you that copy of the plan that I submitted last month. Basic plan doesn't change. The basic plan is a basic plan. The one thing I did find out, I do not think we had ever adopted the Beaver County Hazardous Mitigation Plan. Beaver County submits a lengthy hazard mitigation plan every 5 years. I believe the current plan that they have is 2021. It'll go through 2026. It's one of those EMA things, we adopt the county's plan rather than having to pay to create our own plan. So, I think I handed Bill a copy of a sample resolution. Basically just says that we, as the borough,
Adopt the plan.
adopt the plan that the county has. And then when they complete their 2026 plan, we'll need a resolution to adopt that, because that would be the current plan. Digging through the records, I saw we had a resolution that's sometime back in 2012, 2015, somewhere around there. So we had adopted a plan at that time, but don't have record of it, so if you wouldn't mind, just adopting the county plan.
You took that copy, right, that resolution? You have that? Okay.
Do we have a resolution to sign, to vote on?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna need a motion.
Can we hear the resolution? Is there anything outside of what you guys said?
I can read it if you want me to. Sure. This is the hazard mitigation one, right? I just want to make sure I'm reading the right one. Okay. Whereas the Borough of West Mayfield recognizes the threat that natural hazards pose to people and property, whereas undertaking hazard mitigation actions before disasters occur will reduce the potential harm for people, for harm to people and property, and save taxpayer dollars. Whereas an adopted all hazard mitigation plan is required as a condition of future grant funding for mitigation projects. Whereas the Borough of West Mayfield participated jointly in the planning process with other local units of government of the county to prepare an all hazard mitigation plan. Now therefore be it resolved that the Borough of West Mayfield hereby adopts the current Beaver County all hazard mitigation plan of 2021 as an official plan, and be it further resolved that the Beaver County Office of Emergency Services will submit on behalf of the participating municipalities the adopted all hazard mitigation plan to the Federal Emergency Management Agency officials for final review and approval.
I need a motion.
I'll make
If
the motion.
anybody has any questions about it, I need a motion.
Can you give that to him?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I'm signing.
I'll just switch your seats, Justin.
Alright, I'm pretty good at this.
Okay, is that all you got?
Can I ask a question? Eli, so will the updated 2025
Of this?
EOP,
No, this was never sent to me.
do you think we're gonna be on track
No,
to have
this is
this
for the
approved by
strategic
resolution
management.
by December?
I handed the copy in. I emailed everybody a copy.
The emergency management plan?
Yeah, the
EOP?
Yeah,
Huh?
that's what we have right now.
Yeah.
Okay, because that is part of the resolution that was passed in April, I believe, that council, that you will submit. Submit it, council will review it.
Handed one in,
Yep.
emailed a copy out.
And it was emailed to everybody to read as well.
Do you wanna see it?
Could you send me that copy?
Sure.
I can send it. I got it.
Oh, each one.
Do we have a plan to put this on the agenda next month?
Yeah. We can put it on. Did everybody read it and is read, like besides you, obviously?
Yeah, I'll read it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay. Good.
That's it? Is that it, Eli? That's it? Okay, Secretary Treasurer.
Hold on.
As you say, when you get that resolution signed, give me a copy of it and I'll take it down to county. Make sure that they know that we are
Yep.
official.
You got it.
I knew I had it from somewhere.
Okay, Secretary Treasurer report VFRA deposit.
So we got from the Volunteer Fire Relief Association, who just asked us for donations, we got the approval for they sent us direct deposited $6,508.22 because we had the fire department last year, so you get a relief fund. The next year you get a refund
Okay.
for it. So we did receive that for 2024.
Good.
This is the Fire Department Relief Association, which we always gave to the fire department. Is that what we're doing with this year? We sending it to Beaver Falls?
Well, they're under contract with us. We would pay them whatever we owe them. We don't just hand them over money, right?
I wasn't here, I
Whatever
don't know
the
what you guys did with
contract,
the
I
funds
would, I
before.
would say it's a contract.
Relief
Whatever our
Association.
contract
So
is,
the 6,000
Yeah.
will not go to them.
Yeah,
Correct.
it'll go,
Okay.
we
Eli's
can
saying
use
You
it.
can use it to make payment part of the
That's
payment.
what I
Yeah,
would say.
that's what I.
And you gotta review the agreement.
Yeah, that's like the agreement, because I thought there
Eli
was something
say
in
yes?
the agreement that said that they would receive that.
Foreign fire for sure.
I
Is
think
this separate than foreign fire? This is not foreign fire, right?
This is foreign fire
this
insurance.
is foreign fire
Oh,
insurance.
this is foreign fire.
That's what we get every year,
Foreign
6,000.
Oh, no, this goes to Beaver Falls.
This, yeah, if I may, I was the relief treasurer. This is very special, must be spent on certain things by the Relief Association. We can check our contract. This money may just go to the Beaver Falls Volunteer Fire Department Relief Association.
So they get this on top of what we pay them then?
This is totally separate.
And Jennifer,
Okay.
and you, Justin, too, this is entered into the budget two places, as revenue, it's weird, and also as expenditure.
Right, because it comes in and goes out.
Yeah.
Okay.
so I'm writing a check and sending it to, I've never done this before, so I'm writing a check and sending it to Beaver Falls Fire Department.
No, it has to go to the Relief
Relief
Association.
The Relief
It's
Association.
That's
separate.
who, that's who the pay should be on the check, you know what I mean?
So they send it to us and we send it back to them?
No, this
Or
comes from the
Beaver Falls.
insurance companies to us, and then we send it to Beaver Falls.
We're like a
Police
conduit,
Association.
it's coming from the
Okay.
insurance company, goes through
I
us.
just
go-
thought I
It's a
just
yeah,
checking
heard,
point.
I thought I just heard
yeah.
different, okay.
No, that's how I read it too, so don't feel bad.
But if you want to check the contract to make
I
sure
think
that's
you
correct.
Yeah.
I also thought in
Justin's
there,
on it.
I also thought there was something in there that may be
There's too many people.
used as part of the payment, because it's coming in.
Part of
You know, so if that's the case, it's not in addition to,
it, It's addition to the base service cost,
so it's gonna be 31,000 you're getting.
yeah.
See, I didn't think that was the case. I thought when we reviewed that last time, that the foreign fire insurance would go to them, but it was be deducted from the overall cost.
That's all I have.
Okay.
Wow.
Citizens Advisory Committee, Kevin.
Really, I just wanted to say we fully endorse the STAMP program in a big way. We're willing to work with council, citizens here, to help make that happen. That's gonna be a big process and so forth. Yeah, I mean, other than that, we had our meeting last night, and we are, just willing to continue to do whatever we can to sort of help council. And all of this administrative stuff, the SOGs in particular. I think we're realizing now, we really need these things to happen. And it's gonna happen over time, slowly, and we're gonna really have to get buckle down as we lose, right, our veteran folks. So, Bill, right? So we're gonna have to sort of figure out how we do a lot of things. You're new, right? Your replacement will be here. We're all gonna be new. So we're gonna have to either make this stuff up as we go, based on best practices, right? But we're gonna have to sort of really buckle down with this, and the citizens are here to help with that.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Okay, thanks. Citizens, we have citizens tonight?
I'm first.
Okay.
I'm here to ask for forgiveness. I didn't realize that I needed to ask for permission in order to have signs made by Minuteman Press for the town hall. So I had the signs made, and then I got a receipt, and then I was told I should have asked for permission. And I'm sorry, I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a process, and I'm not sure there is a process. But I would like to ask for reimbursement, please, of $153.14. So I'll submit that and whatever you say.
I'm good with it. Worst comes to worst, if no one else is, I'll take the expenditure of $100 and give her that.
I mean, I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
It was for the borough.
You can
yeah, but
certainly,
we
you
just
can
gotta
vote
make sure
to
that we stop.
reimburse the citizen.
Yeah.
If they took money out of their own pocket for a borough-related matter, certainly you can reimburse them. You gotta vote on it, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
I'll make a motion to reimburse Sue Wood for the amount of,
53 something.
153.14,
for the purposes of helping.
$1,000.
$153,000.
For the purpose of supporting the borough's vision program, community hall, town hall.
We need a second.
I'll second that.
All in favor? Opposed? Yeah, we'll cut you a check.
Thank you.
We just need to
Sorry
make
I
sure we
couldn't
don't
be there, but
doing this. Let everybody just.
I could have been there Thursday, but,
Yeah,
That's
I
my
know.
same.
And it didn't rain after all, but oh well.
okay, who else?
John Pierce.
John Bear, 705 Lennox Avenue, Beaver Falls. I also would like to check, like Sue got.
153.14.
Oh, yeah. Do you have a receipt?
I'll get you one. Anyhow, I was concerned about the members of council. I have a ballot at home that I need to fill out. And I was wondering if I could, or if Kevin could put on his Facebook page, the people that are actually interested in retaining to be on council, if he could give us a list
I think that's a good idea.
so that I could fill out my ballot and mail it in.
We actually had that discussion, so it's in the works.
What I'm saying is the ballots are already
Yep,
mailed.
I know.
They've been mailed for over a week now.
Right.
Maybe you have to send it back to him.
I'm not sure that,
Some of these people are real meticulous and want to get it right back in there.
before, yeah, they will get it in early.
And they need spellings.
We did talk.
That's the key. Stuff.
Is that something you can do, Kevin?
Yeah, John, if I could address, someone did reach out to me about what is the process here with write-ins and all that, and I did make a post, sort of a how-to, why we have these openings, 2 years, why we have some 4 years, yada yada, how do you do a write-in and stuff like that. I will make an explicit ask for people who are interested to throw their hat in the ring. I'm one of them. To put it out there so people can start to see and then get people to put the name in, come election day or on the ballots.
I know, I think you gotta have the correct spelling or
Yes,
something, or it doesn't
that's,
count.
you
so-
better make sure you really,
Actually, the Bureau of Elections says they go by if they can discern real intent. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So if you don't have a middle initial or you spell John Jon instead of John, they'll work that out. But they will contact
what I've
people
heard.
and they will say, hey, are you interested? And, it takes one vote, by the way. That's all. But you have to have the majority of the vote in that slot or whatever. But they'll contact people, see if they're eligible, see if they're interested, after the election.
Here's what I'm wondering though, what if I put you in for 2 year and she puts you in for 4 year? That's why we need to be kind of specific on.
That's what I'm looking for.
You're looking for slots.
You could end up having the same person win 2 different spots. Of course, they can't serve 2 different spots.
Okay.
They'd have the discretion in themselves to pick and choose which one of the 2
Okay, that's
spots
what I was wondering.
they wanted to choose. But then you still have another opening then.
Yeah. But yeah, if you could put that in there and give everybody's names that are interested, that would be
I think
great.
that sounds like a good idea. My question is, if somebody comes and says, well, I didn't know about that process to put my name out there, so I got cited as couldn't vote against because the borough didn't advertise me.
What do you mean, Bill?
Well,
Good point. If I read you right.
Yeah, I think
maybe the fireman will put it on the sign for
I will
us.
make a post through the citizens, right? Which we could talk about names or whatever, do whatever we want. For the borough, we certainly can't advocate any particular candidate or anything like that. Yeah, and we won't do that. But I could put. You think it's better for me to just put a general notice? Encourage people who are interested on the official borough Facebook page, website.
Yeah, I don't
You
think
okay?
the official stuff, right? But the concerned citizens would be fine, right?
No, what I'm saying is, you all agree that I could just put a generic encouragement
encouragement to
Yeah.
vote,
on the West Mayfield
Yeah.
official stuff.
but you're not going to put names on.
Yeah, we'll put
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I
Perfect.
got you.
While we're on this subject, are we voting at the fire hall?
As far as I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
As far as I know, they voted there for the primary, right?
Yeah? Okay. All right.
I'll double check it though, Bob.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Any other citizens?
Oh, any other?
That's just me.
What about my check?
But, you know, going back to,
Wants a check.
to the election issue. We have somebody on council who has not been here for 4 or 5 council meetings. Joyce has come to more council meetings in the last 3 months than the council member. Why are we paying this guy to do nothing? Quiet?
Nope.
Come on, somebody tell me why.
I agree 100%.
Somebody
and I
needs to
think there's
contact
a
him.
clause, possibly, but it's a weird thing.
I don't think there is anymore.
There is.
One-
They got rid of it.
No,
Years
they're not.
ago,
Yeah, there's no way
Justin, you're right, your thinking's right. For a long time, there was part of the borough code that if you miss a certain number of meetings consecutively, I think it was, without just cause, you could be terminated. That was rescinded a number of years ago.
Okay.
And to my knowledge, there's nothing that ever took its place. So you could have a phantom, okay, I'm not picking on anybody. You could have a phantom that just doesn't show up and collects a check if you're getting paid, okay? And you really can't say, well, you can't pay him because he or she is still a council person, right?
Yeah.
And they're obligated to get paid. Getting paid is not necessarily contingent upon being present, okay? You're getting paid because you have the position. That may be a little, that's a little unfair, okay?
Well,
To everybody else.
we've been around this before.
We've had discussion.
And this is where we are. You can look at the public record and tell me if I'm wrong on this. We have an ordinance that is still valid. It says that council members will be paid $100, will be paid by the meetings they attend.
Okay.
So you brought up, and Jeff Seibert actually brought up a motion to change all that. And everyone said, no, you can't do that. We changed that, right? Right? And I said, the ordinance is still on the books. I believe it was in the 90s, this
Okay.
ordinance. And you had said at the meeting, this is all in the public record, well, we need to change the ordinance. And you offered to draft something up, right? And council actually voted, right? The intention was to actually, pay everybody by the month, not per meeting, right? But you never changed the ordinance. There was no follow through. So therefore, the ordinance still stands.
But at the same
So-
token, what we discussed before is Jake's not here, but Jake does a lot through the month.
You can't just do it by the meeting.
Yeah, and I agree with that.
So whatever council decides to do, the ordinance stands. You have to fix the ordinance by ordinance, right? And that's where we dropped the ball on that, right? We did not follow through on the intention, and I'm all for that. I agree with that 100%. So we need to fix that ordinance.
What does the ordinance say right now? Is it per month or by the meeting?
The ordinance says compensation will be by the meeting.
By the meeting.
By the meeting attended per month. It's actually, I have it.
Yeah, but I understand, and Bob made a good point there. You maybe missed a meeting and maybe done more than anybody else in the whole borough in the interim. Okay, so.
Yeah.
So how's that get phrased?
That's what I said.
Better bring that up at the workshop.
I mean, we have to fix the ordinance.
Yeah, no, you're gonna have to.
And I'll get a hold of Ryan and find out, if this is gonna be. When he joined up, our meetings were Thursdays.
Well, he also did tell everybody that he was coaching his son's football team. He told everybody this months ago. He was coaching his son's football team through October, and then he would be back. He said it publicly at a meeting.
Okay.
I don't
All
know
right,
if it was
well,
before we
I
were
think we
recording
better-
or anything, but he said it here.
Okay.
He's coaching football, and that's why he's not here.
That was a state statute, I believe, that really lowered the bar on whether you can get rid of somebody if they don't show up. Elwood City is having an issue right now with a council member, same thing. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can do, but my understanding there is pending legislation actually to change that. And actually, I don't know if you know this, the blue book that Jenna had passed down, the changes for the borough code, there is an amendment now where boroughs can pay by meeting if they want to now. So I don't
Well,
think we
that's
wanna
not
do
fair,
that.
I don't think,
Right,
because, I
Yeah,
mean,
'cause you don't
I could
make it
miss.
to the meeting.
but whatever we decide to do, we need to change that ordinance.
And the problem is too, how do you measure that? How do
Yeah,
you,
determine
you
that.
know, because a meeting is very easy. You were either there or you weren't, okay? but you could be doing other things for the borough and miss the meeting for that particular month. But how do you characterize that in an ordinance?
And if I show up to the meeting in 5 minutes, I say, I gotta leave. I made the meeting.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, well, I think we can discuss that some other time. We got a lot to go over tonight. Is there anybody else? Sorry, Kathy, I mean, we just have no answer for that right now.
Well, that's your job, I want an answer.
Okay, I'll get you an answer. The answer is.
I mean, we're talking about saving money here and we're giving this guy $500 and he's done nothing. She has the police report, she has the fire report, he's done nothing.
All right, well, I'll talk to him, see if he's actually. I don't know what else. to do.
According to what you say, you should be back next month.
That's what he told everyone, yeah, he would
All
be
right.
through
But still,
October.
there's 5 months of just
Okay.
no
Can
activity.
you put this on the agenda for the workshop?
Very well, yep,
Good.
got it on here.
Yeah.
Phone doesn't go that.
Anybody
Okay.
else?
Phone
No,
doesn't
on
go
top.
that.
That's all it's on here.
Okay.
That's it. We can go back to old business. We don't need a motion, right?
Nope,
Okay.
I changed it.
Jake's not here.
That's not what they-
I do
but-
have his update though for the truck at the workshop. He discussed for the truck that is in the shop right now for the turbo issue. He explained everything in much more detail than I'll be able to give.
Brian can
Yeah.
shed some light.
Talking to the guy.
Yeah, he wants basically the borough to consider trading the truck in once it is fixed and getting a gas truck through a dealer rather than try to buy one on Munisfit or something.
Right.
It's essentially what he's looking for. Anybody?
Does the truck run?
Yeah, the truck runs. It's not. He said it develops a knock when it's under a load.
It's running better when it's
So
cold.
as long as it's not under load when you take it into the dealership. I'd say we take it to the dealership, trade it in.
But I got a whole thing here of me and him talking back and forth.
Fix those or something.
Yeah, you have to fix it
How
first and then
much
trade it
it
in. Yeah.
costs to fix
You
it.
can't just take it now.
Okay, go ahead.
And I texted him, what's up with the truck? He said if it needs a new engine, which he hasn't declared that yet, it'd be 14,000 on top of the turbo.
Which is,
We got a little bit over $4,000 in the turbo right now. We owe him a little bit over $4,000.
we're
for the
pushing
turbo.
20 grand already.
Yes. He said it has low compression on one cylinder. Develops a knock on low RPM under load. If he can re-ring the motor that's in it, cause he has to pull the heads off of it and see what's wrong inside, cause he did a leak down test of the motor and it don't have no problem in the valves, so that's telling him it's either got a hole in the piston, a cracked piston, or something like that, cause it's got, all the cylinders got 450 pound of compression and one cylinder has 300 pounds. And that's probably what's causing that knock under load. And he said if he can tear it apart and he can just put rings in it and then put it back together, it'd be about 8,500 plus the turbo. About 12 turbos. Yeah. And I got a price here. The turbo replacement was $37,23.29, and the leak down test was $296.80. And the engine replacement would be about 14 grand and 8,500 if he can re-ring the engine that's in it.
What do you think? Just take it and trade it in at this point? Or
For what they want for a new truck, kind of floors me. But
Yeah, it's probably around 100.
you're on the lower end of 110.
Bottom side of
Then what's that, 550?
That's an F550. Even the, here's a quote from Stevenson Equipment on a new Chevy, and it's about 107,000. But that's with a brand new plow, aluminum bed, new solder, everything. And these are quotes here from two different Ford companies. And they're gonna be about $120,000 for a new truck set up the way that is. You know, just the same truck we have, but gas.
Yeah, I think we're gonna need to do that. We're definitely gonna need to get a different truck. We don't wanna, even if we got this one fixed, we don't wanna deal with it again. Ford gave us this problem, I say we give it back to them.
Didn't that guy say that this fix that happened to the turbo is probably temporary? Because of the way we run it, it's more likely gonna reoccur?
Well, my thoughts are for far as the, if we was to fix the truck we got, you'd put $20,000 in it, you'd have a new engine and a new turbo. That truck should go another 5 years.
Well, that's an option too. Spend the 20 grand and save the 100.
Or you can buy a new truck at 110,000, hope to get 40 or 50 out of that one.
Was he gonna know if he pulls that motor apart, is he gonna know that it is the rings, or is he just guessing?
He's gotta pull the heads off.
Once he pulls the heads, is he gonna know if we need a motor?
Yeah.
He can't camera that?
But that's gonna be, just as labor alone on that is what.
Well, he said to re-ring it to be 8,500.
But still, or do we just bite the bullet and buy a new motor?
That would be my thoughts, because the first time when it went out there the first time today, the motors ran out of oil. So who knows what kind of damage it did there. You know, we could put new rings, new turbo and all that in it. What else did it hurt that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we're gonna put 8,000 in, we might as well just put 14
Right.
and have a brand new motor.
I would just tell him, put a brand new engine in that truck, cause it's got a new turbo now.
What's the rest of the truck like?
The truck's fine,
What year is that? That's
18.
18.
It's only got 21,000 miles on it.
Yeah, I just didn't know how the rest of it was holding up underneath.
My suggestion is we put a new motor in it, be done with it, keep it.
And he would
Think we
do
can get
that.
another 5 years out of it?
That thing me and you talked about, he would do that to it too.
Okay.
So you're assuming nothing else is gonna go wrong with it though. That's, hopefully nothing else happens. You can't know.
You
what's
don't
gonna
know.
happen.
You don't know with
I
these
know.
motors.
You don't know, but,
That thing you and I talked about, that's
Buy a brand
additional,
new
how
one.
much?
yeah,
How much would that be additional?
that's true.
Well, at that time, when he was fixing the turbo, it'd be like $2,000. But the way I understood it, he
Yeah.
would fix that too.
Well, can I suggest that the committee and you, Brian, get together and just run the math and come up with plan A, B, C, right? What would be the preferred plan? What would be the secondary plan and third plan? And then present that to council. Because
Or if you wanna save $100,000 or just put
Well,
20,000 and fix the
yeah,
truck.
well, lay it out there so we can see, compare these two plans. But what would be the preferred plan? I mean, all things considered. The secondary and the third. I would say 3 sort of contingency plans like this. And then we would have something to look at, and because ultimately we're gonna have to figure out, well, this is gonna have to go up to bid if it goes over the threshold number, right? So that's consideration. So there's, the borough has to put things out to bid if there are sort of expenditures for purchases and contracts within certain ranges. So anything over 23,800 is gonna have to require a formal bid process. Between 12.9 and 23.8 just requires 3 written bids or telephone bids for that. So we need to figure out, what we wanna do, what's it gonna cost, and then how we're gonna go about, legally, right, getting that preferred plan in place. But we're kicking around lots of ideas and, yada, yada, so.
All right, yeah, let's do that.
I still ain't following what you're talking about.
Well, he's,
Put everything in paper.
Yeah, give us 3 options, right? What are the 3 options? What's your best option, all things considered, what we should do, right? Buy a new truck, sell this off, fix the dang engine or whatever.
put it on paper
Put it
so
on paper.
everybody can.
And let's look at the costs.
Well, what I'm getting at, it's already at the diesel shop, how do you put it out for bid?
Well, we don't have to put it out for bid now, we just need to look at what the options are, right? we're gonna have to
We only have
bring
to
this
put it out for
bill.
bid if it exceeds that dollar amount.
Yeah, but we need to know where we stand on what the cost of Plan A is, Plan B, Plan C, right? And how we go about making that happen. We have to pay this guy for his service anyways, right? So,
Well, we owe him a little over $4,000 now.
yeah, right.
Right, so we could still pay him and take the truck somewhere else.
Yeah, right.
So,
And there are used options, there are other
You can actually keep
options.
you can wanna use engine.
I believe you don't have to do the bidding process if you buy something from another municipality. I think that's
Another
all right.
municipality, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
so that saves a
Yeah,
lot
another
of
municipality is
Why
gonna
they
have
get
an
rid of it?
engine. They're not gonna have a good engine laying. So-
Like I said, like that truck, I just did the brakes and rotors and stuff.
All right, so
That's all
yeah,
fixed.
but let's get a meeting together with you, Jake, and me and Bill or whoever. We'll hash it all out, but just put it on
When can
paper
we do that?
to bring it to the meeting. That's another month though without a truck.
Yeah, we're getting down to
You're gonna
that
need it pretty
weather
soon.
time and we're gonna need one.
Yeah.
We got one truck, one solder. I mean, it's an 06. Anything can break.
Exactly. We need to. This is something we're gonna have to get on pretty quick. Can we do an emergency meeting after or something?
That's what I'm saying. I talked to these guys about the new trucks. They said we'd be lucky to see it by Christmas.
Yeah. And then once we do say, okay, let's get this fixed, we tell them, and then how much? Now we're still waiting. We could wait a month to the next meeting.
And
Now
then
you might be
another
waiting
truck.
another month for them to get it
That's
fixed.
that's what I was telling Jake the other day. That's the bottom line. We gotta figure out what's going on with
Would
this.
they have an engine available now if we decided to do that, or do they have to get one from somewhere?
Well, no, he can get an engine within a week.
Okay, well,
It's a brand new Ford engine.
yeah, okay.
Well, factor that into your plan, right? What is the most,
What'd you say there, 23,000?
Over 23, you gotta get bids.
Yeah,
Well, you're gonna be under 20
Okay, so put it on paper. Can we do a
to fix
a
that
phone
truck.
thing once we get
On the
it?
frame?
Yeah, phone a friend.
Can we make a motion to approve a certain amount?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You
Yeah,
can have a committee, so to speak, and give them authority to act up to a certain amount. That's what you're thinking,
Yeah,
right?
and then just make sure we call everybody's on. Can we do it that way?
Well,
it'll be public.
pardon
It'll
me,
be a public meeting.
Well, the public meeting can say, we can give permission to the committee to spend an X amount of money.
Oh, yeah, if you already approved that.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what
That's what
That's
I'm
what he and I are
suggesting.
talking
The
about.
kind of thing
Right now,
I'm
if we
getting
do
at,
that.
it's not, what happened to the truck really ain't the truck's fault. The truck was not serviced.
excuse me.
This isn't my expertise, so I'd like who who's able to make that decision, right?
As far as what?
Just like the best route to go, right?
Who's the chair for this committee?
Jake.
All right, let's put Jake in charge, right? Jake should round up these three options or whatever options you have, including what's the fastest thing we need to do because we need to get something.
And then
in
who
place.
needs to hear about it?
Right.
You, right? I would say, you hear what the three options are. You hear what the three options are, and then we right now approve. Hey, we're okay with spending
With whatever we come up with.
20 up to 20,000 or whatever it is, right? Whatever we think that
Whatever
number
we
is.
decide on.
Then we don't have to wait another month.
Right. Just up to,
But it's
It's
got to
14 now, how much for the,
He said it was 14,000 for the engine, around 14,000.
and we owe him 4 now.
We owe him
that's
over 4 now.
so that's
19.
For the
You're under
motor
20
and
So it'd be about
the turbo. How much is
it'd
the
be
turbo?
about 20,000.
We're at
Motor
like
and turbo.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
I'd give a little leeway there. What's that number, Kevin, 23?
Here, I can
For the
get a
bids,
calculator here.
the high number 23.8.
23.8. Cause you're gonna have some little miscellaneous stuff to pop in there.
On the turbo, it's 3723.29.
723.
And the compression test was 296.8.
Cigarette.
And the engine. 14.
He's saying around 14.
Well, Joe, weigh in on this, please.
Yeah.
Because this isn't basically an emergency expenditure.
It's
We have a broke
18,000.
truck, we need to get the truck fixed, right? I would assume that this sort of bypasses this standard bidding for a contract and a service or an agreement, because we have to get this fixed.
Given the time of the year that we're at right now, you
Yeah.
really have.
Yeah, so I would think that this bidding rental business, we could sort of set
We're
aside.
gonna be under the bidding anyways.
Okay.
It's only gonna be.
But it still has to be
18,
approved to
19,000,
be
20,000.
spent.
Still approved, yeah.
So,
So can we can somebody make a motion that we can spend up to 21,000 if we go the route of buying a new motor, which I think are gonna be our best option at this point. But we'll sit down and we'll look at it and,
Give the committee 21,000 to get the truck on the road, whichever option they deem is correct.
okay?
You have to have a little faith in them, so to speak, that they'll know what the heck they're talking about, and they'll do it.
and do we have to say what line item this would come out of budget-wise? Like, I'm assuming this would be general fund then-ish?
I don't think you have to do that.
Unless you have equipment stuff in there. But
Yeah,
Okay.
That's fine.
she can pay with it.
There you go.
All right, need a motion.
Okay, I'll make a motion to expend up to
21.
$21,000, to, what committee is this? Building grounds equipment?
Streets,
Yeah.
bridges,
Streets,
whatever, yeah. Well,
Authorizing the streets, bridges and lighting.
yeah, he's on both committees, so it doesn't really matter.
For the purposes of repairing the truck, or municipal truck, at their discretion.
I need a second.
I'll second that.
All in favor? Opposed?
There we go.
I didn't know if that required roll call vote, that dollar value.
Do we?
Optional, you can if you want.
But let's get this up there.
We don't oppose, so.
Yeah,
What
we're all
I-
geared for it anyhow.
What I was getting at, that, from previous employees,
Please.
employees,
Yeah. I
that
know.
truck was not serviced.
Right.
It's an 18 inch original air filter. That's what hurt.
Previous employers.
All right. So we're gonna get together on that. Okay, so that was that. That was it for Jake,
Oh, one more little thing.
almost.
Well, it's done now. I fixed the leaf machine.
Okay, good.
It needed a pressure plate in it because it was starting with the propeller all engaged all the time. It was gonna burn the starter up. And I tore it apart, put a new pressure plate in it. It's working properly now.
Great, thanks, Brian. Okay,
Do we do streets paving here?
fire and police is next. Ryan didn't have anything.
I know I had it, I just didn't go with old business.
Bill,
But,
you have anything for sewers and sanitation for old? Doesn't look like it.
no, what I wanna bring up, I'll bring up under.
Okay, finance litigation, Justin.
I brought up the policies during the work session, but I think I still need more time to kind of review them. So if we could put that on the work session
Okay.
agenda.
That's it?
That's all that I have for old.
Okay. Ordinance, there's no ordinance. Or is,
Are you Parks and Rescue?
No, I'm not.
is the ordinance for the, would that be the landlord?
You had it under your item, but
Yeah,
but you can bring it up.
Okay, I'll just bring it up under mine then.
Yeah.
That's the next help.
There's, Parks and Rec, is there anything,
Nothing
nothing
under
going
it.
on there?
No.
Alright, so the landlord agreement for me. Joe, you got thoughts on that again?
Well, yeah, what I do, I've got not another version, just what I feel is hopefully more or less the final version of the landlord tenant ordinance. And keep in mind, this is to do two things. To compel maintenance of leased property and to control conduct. So that if you have disruptive individuals over a certain number of times, you can compel the landlord to evict them.
The 3 strikes you're out, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. I mean, I I gave Tina a copy, just a couple minutes ago. It's not that much different from the first one, but,
No.
okay. And you guys, I mean, I'm okay with it. I think this is something that you need to adopt, and when you adopt it, let me be candid here, you may find there's things that you don't like about it. Once it's been implemented, you can always amend it. The one thing I will say right now that I have a little bit of a concern about, we didn't reinvent the wheel, and this is based on some other ordinances from other communities. And it makes reference periodically to the code. And there's a definition of code. Any code or ordinance adopted and enacted in effect for the Borough of West Mayfield concerning fitness for habitation or the construction, maintenance, operation, occupancy, use or appearance of any premises or dwelling unit. First definition there. To my knowledge, you don't have any codes, any ordinances dealing with that. Not zoning, because zoning involves use of property. We use it for residential, we use it for commercial, and it gets real detailed, I understand that. And Bob and I had a conversation about this a couple times, actually, today, and I think maybe one other time. We don't have, I noticed like Patterson, which is about your same size, I guess, or maybe a little bigger, smaller, I don't know. They have reference to it, and I checked with Patterson, they have adopted the International Property Maintenance Code, which is in a lot of places. So when they refer to the code, that's what they are. Now, because my concern is this, we're saying that the landlord has to comply with the code. Whatever, but we don't have a code. We don't have a code dealing with that. We don't have an ordinance dealing with that.
We have a property maintenance code,
Do we?
yes.
Adopt-
An ordinance.
Okay, if we do, okay. Bob and I didn't think we did. I didn't. Okay. As long as you do, then fine. All right.
Good.
That's the number 81408. It's really pretty
Pretty well.
simple, you know? I mean, it just basically talks about garbage, infestations, occupants.
Well, what?
Yeah.
What I didn't want to. Here's my concern. Like when I was talking to Bob, a lot of this is common sense. Okay.
Right.
Okay. What do you call like those outlets you should have in a bathroom?
GFIs, handrails.
Things of that nature. Okay.
Plumbing that's not just dumping
Yeah,
into your
yeah.
basement, stuff like that.
I didn't want Bob to tell a landlord, hey, here's where you're deficient, A, B, and C. You gotta get it corrected. He doesn't. He goes to cite him for non-compliance. And we end up in front of a magistrate, and we don't have anything, we don't have a code that authorizes him to enforce that. You see what I mean? It may be common sense, but you can't fine somebody for non-compliance with common sense. Okay?
Could try.
But
Never
you
know,
guys
I
understand
might
what
get
I'm
away
saying.
with it.
Yeah, okay. But we could
Yeah.
try, but, or Kevin just pointed out we have it, and Tina said, we could try that and see if it meets our needs, okay?
Yeah.
I'm thinking out loud here, guys, okay? And if it doesn't, we can always adopt you're probably familiar with that too, I assume, or are you? The International Property Maintenance Code, yeah. It's a detailed thing, and it's a lot to enforce, okay, in my opinion, okay? But I'm just bringing this all to the light here, so everybody goes in this with eyes wide open, but I think that, well, that's really what I have to say about it.
I mean, I really appreciate that, counsel, on that. We had a discussion at a work session where we thought it would be best, where there is that sort of gray area, to give the code enforcement officer the discretion to define what those inspections would be, right? And so that, so the ordinance, I believe it's in there, that says something about discretion.
I think there is, yeah.
So in other words, if the borough grants the code enforcement officer to go in to inspect a rental property, and that list is GFIs, is your sewer jumping in your basement, you know, whatever,
Handrails.
then
I think
that's-
you even had like a checklist you gave me.
Yes.
Yeah, but that, so in other words, we would empower the reasonable sort of checklist that would be, because we were considerate of older properties and stuff like that in the borough, so we didn't want to hammer everybody with
Sure.
a set
I know,
thing.
I know.
So, but I think that's in there.
Yeah.
Is that in there? So
I believe.
And I assume, but your point is well taken, and I think that would cover it. You reckon?
Okay. then I would say then you should take a vote on it. Because we advertised this in August, I think it was, and we kept on tabling it. So we.
And you did put that it can't be published or used for 90 days, which we're getting close to the first of the year.
Yeah, that would be true.
Yeah. The only thing that was on here that Kevin did remove, and maybe it should still get removed because we don't have it, is on page 8. It talks about the recycling program that we don't have. That maybe down the road we might, but currently we don't. So since we
So we
don't,
won't
do we
leave
take
it.
it out or do we leave it in?
I would just
in case
leave it
we
in
do?
there just in case.
You know, I mean, what if,
Where is it on page 8?
page 8, the very last paragraph, B2.
Okay, there.
Help me with this, is the amendment process on this, so like,
To amend it, you'd have to draft an amendment saying what you're correcting or changing or supplementing and just advertise that.
okay. My thought on it is like, I haven't read that, like the final copy yet, right? So
It's not much different
yeah.
from the previous one.
I trust you. I'm just saying, like, that's like, if I see something on there that I'm like, hey, this is like, what does that prolong? You know, is that
Well, in good conscience, I cannot vote if I haven't read this, and I want to read this to make sure. So I don't think this has to be passed tonight. It does not have to be passed tonight. I think we can all spend a little time and read it. And if we do have any changes, this may save us a whole process down the line of amending this thing by ordinance again. So I think we should just be prudent here.
But don't get all carried away with making changes.
Not good, yeah, but now-
Some things like, with all due respect, there were some changes. I saw one suggestion was, well, put in there that you about a conflict of interest. Things that are otherwise covered by the borough code or otherwise don't need to be reiterated, thank you, reiterated here again.
Did you strike that?
Yeah,
Yeah, you did.
yeah, I didn't include that in there, okay. Only because it's not necessary. You're already governed by that.
Make it simple.
Yeah, you're already governed by that. You're governed by that in everything you do. You're governed by that conflict of interest. Yeah, well then let's do, well, you're the boss. Okay, let's keep it on for your work session or next meeting. We'll just table it, because I don't want to have to re-advertise this son of a gun again.
Yep, there you go.
I have a question on this whole
Yes, sir.
thing. When I'm gonna start giving, I'm assuming you're gonna be doing the inspections and whatever. If the landlord wants to protest against it, is there anything that, criteria that he needs to have, I guess, to say, yeah, he's certified to make such inspections?
That he's certified?
This law is certified to make such inspections.
well, that empowers him, right?
He's been
Because it may not be
sworn
Bob
in
next
by
time,
the
it may be somebody
magistrate.
else.
What, code enforcement? Whomever the
Yeah,
code
whoever
enforcement.
code enforcement.
I am the code enforcer, so
The code enforcement
I have a
officer doesn't
badge,
need
Bill.
any
I have a
specific, doesn't need any specific background or criteria.
That's what I'm trying to find out.
No.
I don't wanna wait
And I
till we
think
get to court
that
and
would
say,
be part of the problem with
he
that.
ain't certified.
That International Property Maintenance Code, which I've dealt with, that son of a gun is long and detailed, and I think by its terms and its very nature, you do have to become qualified to deal with that, so my recollection is correct.
I'm pretty good at persuading people to get things done.
That's what Tina said.
You gonna be here forever?
No.
That does,
Well,
to your point, Bill, it does say code enforcement officer, so
Yeah,
whoever
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
specific-
I just wanna make
It
sure that,
says,
that
yeah,
we
code
are not
enforcement
obligated to make
officer
sure
or
that that's
whoever
certified
is,
position.
what is,
Right.
says something about whoever is, that the borough appoints. It says something like that.
Yeah, I'm not against it, but
And
All right, so we'll table it
Yeah.
to the work session and then vote on it next meeting.
And just get back, so I'm sure I answered Tina's question about the recycling thing.
Uh-huh.
If we don't have recycling, nobody can be, penalized for
Right.
non-compliance. On the other hand, if and when you would ever implement it, it's already in there.
Right, okay.
Okay,
And just a reminder, if we have a quorum at the next work session, we could pass this thing.
oh, okay.
Thank
If
you.
we have people show up.
Well, that'd be good.
Yeah.
what do you mean, you pass that landlord one, as a
Have
workshop?
a quorum, sure.
Why?
I mean, if everyone agrees
Why
to
not?
it, that's democracy.
So we don't have
So
to do
you're
it
having
the
a
next
second
meeting.
meeting,
Well, it's an advertised meeting.
If it's advertised meeting, you can do
it's not,
that.
it's not a required meeting.
No, but it's,
This one is
that's
more
your
of
choice,
a-
if you don't wanna come, but it's a duly advertised
I
meeting.
just don't think it's right that it should be passed outside of the council. I think it should be come here. That was the idea, quote, workshop, not council session.
No, you go back and read that
So
again, that's not.
would be a potential that you could change the effective start date to where it would say the first of the year?
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
rather than,
Just let me know and I'll make sure it gets changed.
Okay.
Okay, it's all on that, I guess,
and then the schedule of fees, that obviously has to be,
by resolution.
okay.
And I'll have that.
Did she talked to you about the $75?
Yep.
Okay, good. All right, okay, my next thing is the sale of the tower.
Okay, probably the only, I don't know, Jennifer is aware of this and Bob's aware of this. We had, just to refresh everybody's memory, Diamond Communications, which is the successor in interest to the original, what was it, Verizon, whatever the heck you guys had way back when, offered us $400,000 for that. And they own the tower. That's important to remember. And in the meantime, since last meeting, I just thought this was just odd to be a coincidence. A company called Unison Infrastructure from Massachusetts sent an offer to Bob for $420,000 instead of a paltry $400,000. Okay, but they sent it for $420,000, and it just struck me as odd because the timing. How do they know about this? Now, one thing here, on the offer from Unison, it's $420,000. And it says the purchase price shall be the gross purchase price, $420,000, from which will be netted prorated rent for the remainder of the month. Well, they're not paying us rent because they're not our lessee right now. So that doesn't apply. The other thing, it says will be netted, that means it'll be deducted from our transfer taxes. Are you guys all familiar, you know what transfer taxes are? Maybe, I don't know if everybody does. When you transfer real estate, there's a 1% tax to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and 1% to the local government. Actually, 0.5% will go to you guys, 0.5% goes to your Blackhawk school district, 0.5% goes to Blackhawk. So, I mean, on a $420,000, that's $8,200, I guess. So they're not actually giving you $420, they're giving you $420 minus $8,200. Okay, that's still more than what Diamond was offering. So I've been in communication with, her name is Lisa Payne, who's a representative of Diamond. And when I spoke to her yesterday, I spoke to her again today. I asked her about this. She goes, they do, and it's still unclear to me how they know that Diamond made us an offer, but they did. And I looked this company up online. They're like a middleman. They do a lot of this, is how they function. But she said, well, we'll make the offer, we'll try to meet that. And she goes, if they're offering you $420 minus the transfer tax, that would be $412. Let me see if I can get you authority to offer you $412. And I said, why don't you try to do a little better? and she started laughing, okay? See, we're getting to know each other on the phone, okay? She's in New Jersey, okay? But then today, I didn't even get a chance to send it to Jenna, or did I?
You did.
Okay. Now it's $425. Okay, $425,000, and it says they're responsible for paying transfer taxes. I emphasized to her, I want to be able to tell council, they're not going to get nickel and dime with closing costs that are going to come off this at the time of the closing. She goes, okay, I understand where you come from. You'd rather, I put it right in there, and it does say, guys, it does say Diamond, that's the company will be responsible for paying all transfer taxes. Now, she also put in here that once we sign, we're interested, that we don't disclose that information to any other party. In other words, even
Don't
though.
tell Dave Walker that's been hounding me.
Pardon me?
Don't tell Dave Walker who's been hounding me from Unison.
Is that the guy? Okay. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what she's saying. That's
Okay.
what, if we agree, and don't get me wrong, that's not saying this is completely done. We still have to sign an agreement, and we could still get out of it if that final agreement isn't met. She's just saying between this, they call this letter of intent, and the actual closing, not to be in touch with other people, because they don't want people coming in at the 11th hour and trying to outbid them again.
Right.
Okay, so The other thing to remember here is this is their cell tower. And I'm not sure if you went with this Unison or even whoever you went with, who is not the owner, that would have to be removed or otherwise purchased from them. It seems a little bit more muddy and complicated. It's not my call, I'm just your legal advisor, but I think 425, they pay the transfer tax, is better than 420, or better than 420, and a lot better than 400. So,
And I think it's better than the initial 3 something that we were talking about, right? So,
I mean, they argued with me whenever I told them I wanted 4. We don't do that. We don't spend that kind of money.
are there any downfalls that anyone sees about selling it?
well, that's a good question, and that's the question is, it doesn't matter who we sell it to or what it's for, is there a downside to selling it, period?
Yeah.
Not from a legal point of view, I don't know. I don't think
Because they
anything
can pull out anytime.
pull out
They
anytime.
own the tower. They can take it down.
They can take their toys and go home,
Technology
yeah.
changes, it could be
And then
limited.
we're out with
Now
nothing.
we're out. So,
I mean,
Take the money
20 years
and
from now,
run.
obviously, it might look, but right now, you're getting that monthly rent, but you're getting a heck of a lot of money right now. It's just that as time goes on, you won't get more money, or monthly money, I'm sorry, I should have said more.
Well, the
I
taxes-
need a
taxes
motion
went
to
the toilet
accept.
For that over there.
Except what?
Accept their offer of 425 now.
That's just the letter of intent, it's not the actual
Yeah.
agreement, this is just accepting that they're going to send us the
Jen is
agreement.
right,
Yeah,
minutes show
right,
that,
that's what-
that we're agreeing to sign, that Bob will sign a letter of intent for 425.
And they will
and
send
the
us.
property tax thing, right? Wasn't there a discussion of the property tax being
I think
paid?
last month,
They pay Kathy.
Kathy, you brought it up, didn't you?
They'll still have to pay her.
No, and after this is
Yeah, but
accepted,
it's-
they'll still pay.
It's down, their taxes went from I showed her what was like 100 and some thousand, and it went down to like 15 or 18,000 or something. It's down to like a fraction of what they used to pay.
They
We
had
should
an
appeal that.
assessment, they had an assessment reduction.
Oh, they found it
You
too.
better
Oh,
appeal
yeah.
that, Kathy.
Hey,
Yeah,
I just go by the book.
I just want to make sure
Okay,
it's.
we need a motion to approve.
So what do we need to do here?
You need to.
Make a motion to,
Or not make a motion, or not vote on
Or
it, yeah.
sign the letter of intent?
yeah.
Okay, I'll make a motion. Bob B. Smith, to sign the letter of intent.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Alright.
Opposed? Sign a letter of intent. Awesome.
A lot of signatures to do.
Thank you, you're involved.
You just want my signature, you'll fill the rest out.
It's just a date.
Okay, that's great. The fence, we did get our check a couple months ago for the, insurance check to fix the fence at the park. I met with him, this past week and last week, and they're gonna go ahead and order the stuff. We have to fix it. It may cost us, I think we probably still have to pay our deductible, which was only $250. So, anyways, we got the ball rolling on that. I don't think we need to do anything about that, because we got the check and we're gonna just pay them. Pro Fence is gonna do it. And he said it might be 4 or 5 weeks by the time everything comes in. I just have to,
That check from the insurance company matched the DocuSign? Right, okay.
so I just have to sign the okay for them to get started. So I just wanted everybody to know that. I don't want to get stuck with a fence bill when you say, well, you didn't get permission. But I didn't think I need it since we were paid. They actually dealt with the insurance company because they were higher than that. But anyways, that's in the works. Garbage contract. What did you discuss that at the workshop?
We did. We did. So the process, as I understand it, it has to go out to bid. So why don't we get on with that? That has to be done. So why don't we go ahead and put this out to bid?
Yeah, I need the wish list.
We need a requirement.
Yeah.
So we need the specs, right? So that would be first step, come up with the specs, put it out to bid, and take it from there.
Probably wanna get that out pretty soon.
Right.
What did you come up with, like unlimited or by the can?
Yeah, we didn't get that far. But, I mean, we talked about the survey. We talked about the survey, right? Most people wanted unlimited. Most people were okay with the price point right now with unlimited. Most people are actually using what would be considered limited, right? So could they live with limited service? Yeah, according to the survey. Yeah, and most people liked Aiken. Didn't have a problem with Aiken. So if Aiken turns out to be the only game in town or whatever, I think the citizens could live with that, right? But I think the first step here, process-wise, is to get the specs and get that ball going.
Yeah, I mean, the committee has told us for months that they were gonna get together and get the specs, and it's never happened.
Would it be helpful to have the current contract?
Who is that committee?
Jake, I was under the impression it was Jake, you
What's
and
that?
Bob.
Sanitation.
Yeah, sanitation, yeah.
So
No, it was under me.
my question is for the last bidding, I have no idea what this bid looks like. Do we have a model from the last bid that we could use and maybe modify? Would you
We'd have to
your
look at the
records?
contract, that's all.
I
We
can check.
have a lot of stipulations that we need to look at, like when somebody goes on vacation
Yeah, I'll
for a month. When you buy a house that's under construction and you're not getting any garbage taken out, because I think Jeremy owes a lot of money just from houses that he bought that they're not taking trash.
They
So
won't
he's
take,
not,
they won't take the stuff
Well,
that he's putting out.
they were wrong the way they approached it. Bill and I met
Yeah.
with them, and they try to justify that. I mean, they're saying, well, there could be trash, and it could be it could be going out with
Major
somebody
trash.
else. Yeah, but you don't have any proof of that. So you're penalizing somebody for,
we just have to have them stipulations in there that.
yeah, you need to make a
Because-
list of what your dissatisfactions were with Aiken. And see if
My
that can-
neighbor that rents off of me, she leaves for a month at a time. Why should she be paying garbage for a whole month?
We have a whole list of.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I mean, you got
Got a
people
lot of
who are at the
accolades
hospital
too.
and
So
they're
Jenna,
trying to return.
could you try to find and locate that last bid so we could use that as a template? And could you put this on the agenda for the work session? If we get to it, we get to it. At least we'll know what that thing looks like. We know what to plug in based on these conversations.
And if.
I don't think he has
Something.
a listing at the last contract. I think we put it out that we were accepting bids for it, and they come in and gave us their proposals. I don't think we handed out a list of requirements.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
If you can CC
We
me on
just
just
said
any
we're-
of this stuff.
Borough should accept bids.
Well, that's the only way they do it is by everybody.
I'll try to-
You know, Bill, I think you're right.
They did it in the paper.
I recall that now like that, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we didn't put out a list.
And whatever worked last time, if it was legal and, fulfilled the requirements, then let's roll with it, right?
Well, it
So
didn't
we
work
can
the
find
last
that.
time, that's
Well,
the problem.
No, it's a bid process.
Oh.
We legally had to put out the bid, we did. I don't know what that text looked like,
Yeah, I don't know.
and so if you could locate that, that'd be a good start, okay?
Yes, she's gonna be calling me back from, Waste Management tomorrow probably.
Okay.
Cause I told her we have a meeting today and she wanted to know.
Can they, like, at least propose what we already have if they would do it, right? Is that a good start? Waste management, if they're calling, right? Give them the current contract that we have and just, where are they at with it?
But that's, the current contract isn't what the current contract is screwing too many
Yeah.
people.
They do
Waste-
things different.
Yeah, Waste Management doesn't do unlimited anyway.
Okay.
They're 1 or 2 can only. They
Yeah.
don't do unlimited at all,
Okay.
which a lot of places don't.
Or at least a
But I think the
proposal.
spec
I wouldn't
should
be
have
surprised if Aiken doesn't.
options.
Yeah, for sure, but I'm just saying Waste Management doesn't, that's all.
I wonder if we could get like somebody, a representative from Waste Management, Aiken, and down here together, and somehow we tell them what we want and have them bid that way.
I think you can do something similar to that, if you have to have that package ready to hand out.
76,000.
All 3 or 4 get the same day.
Okay, well, we
I mean,
still
I
gotta,
would say it wouldn't hurt to tell that either you have the big can already or you have to purchase a big can, because honestly, our ordinances do say your garbage needs to be in a can, not in a bag, not laying loose, not just floating
a
willy-nilly.
can with a lid
You
and
know,
half
a lid
the
that's
borough don't
secure.
use that.
And
I had lids for a while.
you turn around and they're gone, you know, like somebody said to me the other
Garbage, yeah,
day.
they're that.
Well,
Yep.
somebody stole my garbage can. Well, then you should have reported it because it was on video, you know? And the guy goes, well, the lid disappears. Get a bungee strap. Stop with excuses. There's ways to fix it, you know?
I had bungee straps on mine and the garbage still, they ended up,
I know, I have them on ours,
And
and
it was
they have
gone.
to
And they
pump the
can
bungee
take some
strap.
half the
They use
time.
that machine
I don't know how
thing
many
to grab it,
straps
and
I've
then-
had to buy.
Yeah,
I'm looking around, where's my strap?
how many?
I know where it's at, it's in the
lids did I
garbage
have?
truck.
I know,
Yep.
but if
Along
you
with the
don't,
lid.
now
All right.
you have the stuff sprayed all over the neighborhood, and now you're getting rubbish and not in
It's on
your
the
yard.
next agenda.
Anyway.
Okay.
All right, so, we already talked about the investment. Joe, anything under old?
Just one little thing, just to let you know, follow up, that PUC attempt to impose a penalty for that issue with
Yes.
you know, we filed the appeal, my paralegal and and then I got a notice saying, well, it's time to pay your penalty. And we contacted them, they said, oh, well, that goes to another office, can you send it to us? So they haven't, and I still don't know what they're gonna do with it, but just to let you know, it was filed in time. And then they try to say, well, we didn't get it, yeah, we sent it to where, and I have proof of that, cause you can get proof when you send something by email. I didn't know this, but my paralegal knew it, and she got it for me, so it's done.
For the benefit of citizens, this is about, the borough got fined for a issue with the one call, right, PUC fines, we're trying to remedy that.
Okay, Mayor, nothing under old? Okay, new business, Jake. Okay, we have a hiring issue.
Yes.
Somebody that quit wants to come back. And I know Brian doesn't like the idea, but Brian's gonna need some help.
I get more done by myself.
Yeah,
I mean, you gotta drive the truck, get out, suck the leaves, pull the truck back in the truck. I mean, that's time consuming.
and if there's no one available, and, cause Jake kinda brought this up a little bit, during the work session meeting about, him wanting his job back. And he kinda expressed your concerns about him not, or, you know, you guys not working too well together and, some of the issues in the past.
He has no experience.
Yeah. But
None.
as Jake said, he does do labor, right? Like he'll get into a hole and
He
do
can cut
stuff.
grass.
And he's great at that. Cut grass,
Collecting
whacking.
leaves and stuff like that. Like,
Done the winter.
I look at it this way, and this is, you know, my opinion.
You can't even back a truck in the garage.
Like, because of the old issues, I think we put him on a probation if we absolutely need somebody with a real clear, like 3 strikes, it's done, right? Because leaves are coming up, salting,
The
shoveling.
thing is, that don't work either.
Okay.
Cause I've reported him like 20 times
And who,
from the time he started.
so before,
Jake's got to a point, I don't wanna hear it.
okay,
Okay,
well,
whatever. I can break everything.
I'm not Jake, and I, like, all I care about is the borough, I'll make that very clear. So you report it to me, I'll write him up and I'll clear it out with a process like that. I can have a clear guideline of a 90-day probation where it's, hey, in 90 days, X amount. I mean, this is everybody else's feelings on council, but I mean, that's how I feel. If we need somebody and he's done it before and he kinda has that, and we're in the middle of that.
But the
We
thing
planned
is, he
out.
got an attitude problem.
And
Well, he may not this time because he really wants his job back. He actually said, I'd take a pay cut.
Like, let me just caution.
I mean, he gets
counsel
in his
here.
moods.
Let me caution everyone against impugning someone's character in a public meeting. He's not a public official. So, you know, talking about him in a way that could, Joe, what's the legal definition of impugning? You know, I mean, this doesn't sound
Well,
good.
you know what, defame him.
Defame him,
Yeah.
right? You know, if this gets back to, and he's looking for a job search and that affects his job search somewhere, that's an issue, right?
You know,
So-
if you guys, you could always ask for an executive session at some point before your meeting's done, if you really want to discuss it openly.
yeah, I think we should go that route. No, I like I said, I'm totally new to this, so I heard some of the issues and I just want to address them. So I'm okay with an executive meeting about that. After or
All you have to
another
do is
day.
say, if a member, like Justin or whoever, wants to have an executive session, you gotta say what it's about. It's about personnel matters, obviously about hiring this gentleman or rehiring this gentleman. I would suggest you do it when the rest of your business is done, otherwise you gotta ask everybody to leave and come back, and that's.
I would
Well,
like
yeah.
Jake to be involved.
If we do an executive session afterwards, and we decide that we're gonna go ahead and rehire him, can we still do that?
Yeah, you'd have to, because when you go to executive session, you're just recessing into executive session. Even if you don't decide to rehire the guy, you have to come back in during your meeting.
To adjourn, that's right, I forgot about that.
Executive session's not on the agenda.
We know, but you can amend it.
And we're not gonna do it tonight anyway, cause Jake needs to be involved.
Yeah, I
So-
think Jake needs to
Oh,
be involved.
that's
Yeah,
But
so,
let's plan on it.
Workshop.
Let's plan on it, yeah. But I do have concerns about
No,
the way
you're
we
right.
talk about people in a
You're
public meeting.
We don't have any other applications, right?
No.
There's nobody else that applied, right?
no,
And Jenna had requested that I repost that. It's on the website, right? And I did put it out there again. So,
Okay.
And just for clarity, I don't know anybody personally, so
I don't even know
just
his name.
going through the
I
grapevine.
heard his name, that's about all I know.
Well,
you're so personal.
Just
since you brought it up about the leaves, when are we gonna start sucking leaves? We should probably decide that today.
It was usually November first,
Yeah.
but a
Right.
couple
But the
years
leaves are
there.
down already. There's a lot of them down already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see piles in people's yards already.
We
Yeah, I
started
seen
like a couple
some in
weeks
the
ago.
alley, 2 or 3 piles back in the alley.
Any thoughts? Should we get started here like in a week? You
we
ready?
get on it, rather.
Yeah, machine gun.
Okay. I would say as soon as people start calling, because that's usually what happens. Well, I mean, you know, you're around the borough. You can see when they start piling up or people start calling. Then
I mean, they're hauling them up here by themselves too.
What should I put on the website? Now?
I would say so. If you're ready.
Especially if you can be on call, or then we'll actually go around on November 1st, start. Or call prior.
The, I couldn't remember what the thing is to close down the park. I mean, was it October 1st?
I thought it was October.
It's October.
October?
Yeah,
First
end of
or third?
October. Oh,
The end of October or October 1st?
I'm pretty sure it's the end of October.
Yeah.
Yeah, October 3rd.
Do you have any more shelter rentals
Yeah,
lined
I
up?
got one this month, I believe, one or two. I can't remember
Okay.
exactly off the top of my head, but
So wait till the end of the
Then you
month.
have to let them shut it down anyway.
yeah.
Okay.
So what, leaf pickup when, starting when? Now?
Start now. Yeah, there you go.
Gotcha.
All right. Was there anything else Jake had?
That was it.
You want to carry for street bids, pavement bids under? I mean, I have it under me, but
Well, you can do it whenever.
Yeah, it's under
Since
you.
you
We'll
we
just,
just got into the bid. That's-
yeah, we'll just do it under you.
Fire and police, Ryan, he just chief Stowe report.
I already did it.
Right. Sewers and sanitation bill.
All right, first thing I want to hear is camera bid. Last month you guys gave me permission to go out and get bids for camera in the borough. I did that. This is contact Robinson, because that's who does all of our pipe cleaning, that stuff almost always. I asked him for a price. First thing he told me on the phone, you can figure anywhere between $5 to $7 a foot for 40,000 feet of sewers. 200,000. Well, then he sent me this bid. You guys want to look at it? You're more welcome to look at it. But for a CCTV camera truck, 2-person, daily, $4,250. And he's saying it's going to take at least 30 days to camera all the lines.
So that's out.
So that's how I calculated that to be 127. If you throw the vac truck in there, it's an additional 4,500. And now you're at 262,000 to get it done. So I said, we can't do that. So I called a meeting with John and Jake, and we come up here and sit down and talk about a few things. And one of the things that come up, I think Jake was the one that come up with it,
Yeah.
about why can't we do it ourselves? Can we camera the borough ourselves? Good point. We looked around and seen a couple ads and stuff like that, and let me tell you, there's a bunch of junk out there.
Yeah.
But these are the bids that I've gotten. I talked to a couple of people. This is a bid here from, this is Enviro, Insight Vision. The IRIS mainline crawler, $52,500 for the unit. That's a complete unit that you'll see. The camera goes in, the hose reel, the screen, everything's complete. For the exception of all these, with the exception of you have to have some kind of power source. So you have to buy an inverter or a generator. But it was $52,500, then you need a 5-foot fiberglass pole to drop the thing down in a hole with, that's 312. Top main roller, only goes down over, you don't rub it on the ground, you have the bottom one. 535 for the top, 546 for the bottom. And a lift hook, I didn't know what that was, but it's 258, so their bid is $54,613 if you want to look at that, pass it around. Then I've come across another company called EnviroSite. I talked to this guy. It says we have in stock a rental RX Rover, so this is going to be a used system. $58,500. You want to pass that around and look at it. It's basically, you can see it's all the same. It's not the end of the truck, but it's a self-contained unit.
Did they give you a truck with it or what?
No, let's get to that. Then I come across A&H equipment for this other company. I guess is kind of part of that. Yeah, I guess it's the same thing. The EnviroSite. Yeah, this is it. It's for $58,500 for the used system. You can rent it a month for $7,000 a month. These guys, this A&H, their warehouse is located in Zillionople. And they actually have a repair shop there for any repairs that would be needed. So that goes along with that.
What about like for a week or whatever? You have to rent it by the month, or can you just get it for a day or two?
I don't know.
Because anytime we need that, the sewer's usually clogged up.
Well, we want to find out what stores need to be repaired. That's the idea of cameraing them all. Where do we need to focus our work at?
What does it take to run one of these cameras? And what if it gets stuck? Like, do we know how to take care of that situation?
That would be a problem.
Right? How many people does it take to run that
One person.
efficiently?
Yes.
Has the capability of recording everything too.
And
right?
you have the capability of visually seeing and recording it. All right, here's another company, MPE. They have this Gemini 500-foot crawler. So 500-foot distance it'll go. It was originally $33,000. He knocked off 30%. In addition to that, he's going to put a backup camera on it so when we're coming back, we can see where we're coming. free. Also free, he's gonna add what they call a sonde unit. And the sonde is on the back of the camera, it's a little sensor or something that emits a signal. So if we get down in a pipe 300 feet and we can't go no further because there's a problem with the break or something, you can get a locator, get down there and locate that and mark the ground so you know where to dig. Which you're gonna have to have a locator in any of these cameras that you do, or else you're shooting blind anyway. But you can mark it and say, okay, here's where we have to dig at.
That'd be nice.
Originally, he was just gonna give us the locator, but he found out he couldn't do that in the package, so instead of the locator cost $1,800, $1,900. So instead of that, he gave us the 30%, which is $5,000. Also, this has the free software, which is valued at $2,995. And I didn't know until I talked to this guy that a lot of this other software, you have to buy a permit or a license, I guess, annually to use it. This one you don't. This one, once you own it, you have it. So that's that one. I have some more literature here for that if you want to look at it.
So that one runs around 25,000.
That would be, I'm sorry, so what's it like, Devin?
27,
Down here,
27.9.
27.9.
What happens if something breaks? Right? Is
Like, anything that breaks, you have to have it serviced.
yeah, sure. Like, but the companies are available to fix these pieces of equipment. Is
And I asked that question, what happened when I get a broken piece or something like that? I believe it was these guys told me, if it's deemed to be serious, you'd have to send it in, and they'll repair it or work on it. He said, but you got, I think this one has I wrote it down here, one of these has a 2-year parts and labor. He said also, yeah, this is the guy, MPE. He said, what they do is if I call in and say, hey, my camera's not tilting, they'll send out a video of how to fix it. No charge.
We could probably use that money set aside to buy this too.
That was my point. You have all that money that we just got from Aqua. For 30 grand, you got this thing, and anytime you need it, you got it there to use it.
I like that idea.
And it's not only work in sanitary sewers, but you can run this down storm pipes.
That's what would be nice too.
Now, this one, the difference between this one here and the other ones that I mentioned, if you looked at the brochure, I don't know if you guys seen this one on here. See how that's jacked up? So, I've never seen one in operation. This thing is on this camera, it's on the crawler, this thing probably this long. That camera lifts up. And so you get a higher view for bigger pipe. I told the guy, I said, I think our biggest main line is what, 10, 12 inches? He said, you don't need a jacked up camera, so that's why he told us, I'd say this one here. This one doesn't have, so it's fixed, it's gonna be there. To me, that's more stuff to break. Especially if I get a pipe and you jack it up and wedge it in there. Without that, this will go down to a 6-inch pipe. These other ones, I think, can only go down to 8.
Is that the one that, you said the company's in Zilli or something?
No, these people right here. The other one, the one that's nearly at 58,000, and that's the used one. They want 100,000 for their new one.
Are there any surrounding boroughs that use something like this, that have something like this right now?
They probably all
With
use
experience.
Robinson.
Not to my knowledge, nobody has their own.
Do you think that's something that we can talk to the other boroughs about, of maybe splitting 4 ways and then?
Yeah, but if one borough breaks it, then
Yeah, which one breaks it, then what happens?
worked fine when we had it.
It was broken.
Yeah, but fine when I gave it back to you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Call us, we charge them, they gotta do theirs.
that would be more like it.
That's a possibility. I thought about that. We could do it with somebody else. But that'll give you something to go into the pipes and say, okay, we don't have to worry about this pipe. Move on to the next one.
I like that idea.
But I was surprised. I thought they were all gonna be around 100 or, even at
And
50.
you're saying that one, the 25 one has a 2-year warranty?
Yes.
Okay.
2-year parts and labor.
and 100% feasible that we would be able to scope all of our lines within 2 years. Right?
Like, it'll go as fast as we can go.
That's what I'm saying. So like, if
But
we're
the
gonna
thing
break
is,
it, let's break it
If
in
we,
the
if we
warranty.
have it,
Yeah.
if we have it, we don't have to go out there and hurry up and get them all done this month. Or try to get them done. You can do, you
On
can
our
do a
slow
couple of
time or
weeks.
something, we gotta do lines, yeah.
Now, the only thing is, this is gonna be a portable unit, it's not a truck that has to be set into the bed of the truck. And you have to have a jet.
Does it have to be stationary in a truck, or can you
No.
take it in and out, or?
Yeah, you can take it out. That's what I said, you can pick it up, put it in, pick it up. The only thing that's different between this one, I think, is the more expensive one. The more expensive one has like a handheld transmitter to operate the thing. Where this one has a paddle, you set the module on top of it and work it up there. Now, if you wanna get a truck, you can get a truck. You can get a van. Only 150,
Yeah,
85.
I don't think the sewage company's gonna pay for that, or Aqua, whatever they are. Now, do we have to get permission from Aqua? Do we have to say, hey,
You
are
have
we
to
allowed
report
to
it.
use?
That was gonna be my question. Does this fit underneath the guidelines of that, using it that much?
I don't have it with me, but my recollection is that it would, okay?
Because we're using
Whatever
that
has to do
for
with sewers.
repair.
Yeah, when you start to narrow down to what you want, I would suggest, send me all the information and I'll email Aqua and say, fellas, this is what we're, planning on utilizing this. How much money do we get for that? I can't.
181.
Yeah, whatever the number is, we're gonna use it for. It really, the way my recollection of the settlement agreement is, we have to put them on notice, not that they have a say-so in
Just
deciding.
notify them what we're using it for.
Right.
Or
So,
maybe they'll buy it for us. Since it's their
Yeah.
sewers.
So those are the big
that would
I have.
make on that.
It seems to me that Aqua money would be appropriate for this.
Yeah, I
I
think
think so.
Here's a question I have though, because this is public money. Do we have to follow this bidding process for this purchase over 23.8?
Yeah.
Well, he's got the bids right there.
No, this is a formal bidding.
That would be a
process.
formal bid he's talking about.
So you have
But,
to
but you
have
also, you formally bid it, but you notify your preference of what you're doing, and so they know to respond,
Yeah.
so. And of course, somebody else may respond that you're not even aware of, yeah, there's always that possibility.
Now, the formal bid would be, how? How would we do the formal bid?
Well, you would advertise for the purchase of probably write this to suit it, right?
Right,
Exactly
you
what
would,
want.
like, I'm listening here, like, you talked about the handheld,
Yeah.
almost like a remote control, okay?
Yeah,
You don't put that in there, okay? You just put what you're basic, if you've got the model that you think the price is right, so to speak, and is sufficient for your needs, would have to do a list of specs, more or less mirroring that, than just put that in the, out the newspaper.
because the only, like I said, the only thing I don't see that we need, it's in this one here, is the locator. And that's $1,900.
Do they all have that anyway?
No,
Okay.
I don't know that any of them came with a locator. Some of them came already with the unit that sent a signal.
What are you calling a locator?
The device you walk down the street, find where the
Oh, the wand thing.
yeah.
Like the gas company does.
I have one of them.
That would be nice to have.
What's that?
That locator.
Yeah, you can map everything. Yeah.
That's a good
See
point.
right where you're at.
All right, so where do we go from here then? Get it advertised?
Do up a list of specs and then get it advertised, yeah.
Is there something we want to do?
But, yeah,
I mean, before we even advertise it, we need, I don't want to spend time advertising, so never mind.
So my question would be, is this a wise expenditure of funds for the sewer program? I would say in principle, yes, right? I mean, if we're gonna use it, if we're gonna really have a sewer program in the future that is preventative in its nature, but also repair. Like, so if we find a problem and we call in Robinson Pipe or whomever, they're okay, like, they're like, okay, we'll work with you on your own camera stuff.
Yeah, are
That's
they
not a
gonna
problem.
make
I
us
don't know about
read
that.
If we find a problem, it's for our benefit, for Brian to go out and say, this pipe's broke here, Brian would know, okay, we got it marked right here, this is where we gotta go dig to fix it.
Right.
If they're not gonna use this, if we wanna reline a pipe, no, that, you can't use this because to reline a pipe, they're gonna want a camera of their own because they're not gonna go off of your camera's footage meter because, okay, I'm down 107.5 feet. I have a tap in up here at 130. You have to cut in. They're gonna wanna mark their own for that one. Yeah, this is just for us to say what sewers we have that are in need of repair or where we need to repair them at.
If we're gonna do so much each year, if we're gonna be relining so much each year, we need to know where.
Where is rates plus to put the money for lining?
So keep in mind what money you're using. This is something you will always have a need for, so to speak,
I would think so.
to justify use of the
Like
money.
Justin said, who knows, maybe we can,
It'd work good in the storm sewers too.
Oh, yeah.
Form it
That's
out.
the next question, yeah.
yeah, it does, it does go down.
So
This one does not elevate though.
I documented 33 instances of camera use in the sewers over the past 5 years. 33,
The average of 3 to 4, yeah.
yeah. You have any idea like what they charge
What
for?
do they usually charge us when we have the
Oh,
root
it's
them out,
very
about
expensive.
2,500?
Yeah,
Just for
right
camera?
around.
Because I looked at some of the specs and it's like, it's mixed with camera and jetting, whatever.
Depends on what you do,
Yeah, exactly, but
If it's just jetting, you might get away with $2,000. If it's camera, you're talking 25 to 3.
so if we have a clog and someone, we locate that clog or whatever with this camera, and a company would come up and jet, right? They wouldn't have a problem with that, because it's not lining, right? So
Right.
that works?
Right.
No, we could tell them whether it's clogged or it's broke.
So they're not gonna charge us
And
to
this is
camera.
where we talked
is
about
what you're
aqua,
asking.
gonna start to
Again.
charge us by infiltration. We'll be able to see all that if there's any water coming in, cracks or whatever, or stuff like that. So we could say, we need to line this pipe or not. Because lining is expensive.
And I like the idea of mapping all the pipes, putting exactly like the roads, like what needs done first and what needs done later. I like that idea as long as this, the 26,000 is worth,
It can be
if it's
whatever
gonna
we
save
do.
us $26,000 in the future, then I'm for it.
Yeah, yeah. And now that,
And that's the part I can't tell you. I can't tell you the
Sure, yeah.
$26,000, but it's
But will
gonna,
one pipe
it's gonna
rig
help you address your.
pay for this? Will 33 cameras pay for,
Yeah.
and now with the metering of the outflow of the borough with
Right.
aqua, every penny we could save by discovering a problem with infiltration. Yeah. Well, so
And it's usable, like, Brian would have no problem using it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've watched these guys in the trailer and
I just don't know. I don't know if
it's
there's
gonna take
any.
a little knack to learn to
Sure,
put the camera and you read that, but that,
Yeah.
you should be that hard.
Okay.
And I'm sure they'll come down when and demonstrate for us.
Okay, so I guess the plan would be to put it out to formal bid as required.
Okay, and I understand all that, but to formal bid, how? I mean, we advertise it in the paper, you advertise it on your website.
Yeah, put
Because you're not
this.
gonna hit these guys. These guys are,
Well, you just message them, like he said. Is like, hey, we're putting a formal bid. We need you to submit that bid, that exact bid, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did them all.
can I send it to these same, but
Pardon me?
do I send it to these guys or do I send it to, because there's other people out there. I mean, I can get a cheaper camera system,
Well,
but that's what it is.
it's our choice to accept it, right?
Yeah.
So, like, if we say, oh, this is really what we need and want, so if this dude puts the bid in through this formal process, we go, there we go, right? Then we could choose to accept that. I don't think it's good.
But yeah, somebody else, maybe somebody you haven't even talked with yet, may put in a somewhat lower bidder, but if this has the features you want, then, yeah.
So we just need to get those specs.
I just don't know how we get to the people that I haven't contacted yet.
Well,
Well, you don't have to. All you have to do is put it in the paper.
yeah.
Yeah, there might be someone out there
And then
that would
call
do
it,
it
then
cheaper,
you-
but if we don't get in touch with them, it
So
doesn't
my
matter.
point is, you
Yeah.
put it in the paper, how much does it cost?
It's a lot, yeah, I
And
But you have to
the
do
people
that,
in
right?
Cleveland aren't gonna see that.
Yeah, but you still have to.
Well, and the thing is that then like Kevin can make a Facebook post like, we're looking for bids.
You can put it on the website.
Yeah.
Or call these guys up and tell them, check out our website,
Yeah.
because there's a bid. we've talked on the phone, that's not favoring them in any way, shape, or form.
That's just saying, hey, we're
And
doing
I
this.
just wanna-
you're just
wanna
inviting,
make sure I get it done
Kevin's right, you're just inviting them to
Yeah,
bid.
just inviting them to
Yes.
bid.
Much like the district paving part. Okay, so,
But you'll have to give Jenna
this
the,
is something we wanna move
Yeah.
forward to.
Get the specs, yep. Get the specs and do it.
Now open the bids.
For as sewers, yes, I think I'm done. That essay.
a lot of work there.
And it's amazing how these guys will tell on each other.
Let's keep
Don't
paving
buy
bids.
this company because they're junk. Alright,
Paving bids.
paving bids. I originally, and Jenna got this as well, from Whitmer Engineering saying there were 4 bids. Some Moranti Contracting, Youngblood, Friar Wright, and Shields Asphalt Paving. However, in the mail, we only got 2. So this is all we have here available. Want me to open?
Did you check the mail?
Yeah, I checked it 3 times.
You got a tab on, I gotta see it.
Is anybody gonna nail it at the tab?
So those other 2 bids, Whitmer says there were 4 submitted.
Whitmer says there were 4, there were only
Read
2 in the
this,
mailbox.
this is what I got in the
So
email
those
from.
don't count? These other 2 don't count?
I mean, they're not here at the time of opening. They didn't get them in on time.
They gave out 4 packages.
Yeah, we gave out 4 bid
Oh, I
packages,
see.
just we didn't
I don't know if
receive.
that's what that means or not.
I see.
I mean, that's
I
literally,
took
what
it
we have in
originally
his
as
hand is
there
all
were 4
Whitmer sent us. That they sent 4 bid packages out for submission.
And no returns except for the 2.
The 2,
No returns
yes.
except for 2. This is just a general proposal for the project, I think it's what Whitmer put out. General.
And this is to do all the roads, right?
The ones that we sent in.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna look at now, because when we put this in, there was originally a set amount. And then they said, well, you're not spending as much money as you could, because we think you're gonna do a lot less than we anticipate with the money. So we made options 1, 2, and 3, I think.
Okay.
Schedule is priceless. Mobilization, super asphalt mixture, bituminous tack coat, milling of asphalt up to 1.5 inches deep, maintenance and protection of traffic. 28,894. So this doesn't say. Well, look, that's if you see anything that says, but that's up in this. It doesn't really say. That's more.
So, this bid from,
Yeah,
who's this?
I don't know if we wanted to mention the name, maybe just go by the numbers. That's why I didn't mention it. If you want it, I can give it to you.
Is that a legal thing? Can we? They're the ones submitting
Yeah, it's right asphalt. Right asphalt and concrete.
right asphalt, 28,894.93. That's total.
But then here's the same second part of this, scheduled pricing, 31,333.
They probably bid for, you said you put out for options 1, 2, and 3. They probably bid on all 3 options.
Oh,
Totally. This is option 2. And this final one down here is 8,749. So here it is, yeah, the bid totals. Add bid 1, add bid 2, so they did 2. So you're talking 50, almost 60,000. Yeah, you're going over 60,000.
what was that total,
Please.
I thought we were gonna be spending a lot more than that on,
Well, this here, the initial bid was 28.8. Option one,
That's-
31,000. Option two is an additional 8,700. So I don't know. I'm gonna add that up for something, and I'll the other bid.
They'll have the same
Over the
form.
options.
hopefully they both bid the same way. Whatever they did
They
here.
never do. You remember the last time we had all this? They did this one this way, they did that one that way. This is young blood. That's just young blood. These guys called me today, wanted to know whether it had to be done this year or not. I can't tell you that, I don't know.
I would like it to be done this year.
Yeah, that's what I said, we'd prefer it.
Yeah, I think it's real close to end of season.
Yeah, that's what their comment was. So this is the
How much do we have to spend on,
this is the paperwork
roads
we
this year?
signed up. If we accept that.
How much were we able to spend this year on payroll?
I forget what we allotted,
I think it was 40.
40,000, I think
Oh,
something like
that's
that.
Well, we weren't anticipating, I mean, I wasn't here when you guys did the budget, but I'm sure you guys weren't anticipating getting
Oh,
$1 million.
Yeah.
Alright, so here's Youngblood. Mobilization, blah, 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 their first, let me go to the back, yes. Their first, their initial is 42,270. The second option is 46,235, and the third option is 20,000. So they basically doubled that one, right?
Yeah.
In every aspect.
I'm not familiar with what the options are, but what were the options?
Yeah, what were the three different bids, like the roads, wise?
Yeah.
Just,
It'll come around.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's not gonna tell you anything. Goes back to-
Same mixture and everything like that, do you know?
Yeah, everybody, they have to meet PennDOT specs. Because it's going out, and we're gonna use liquid fuels.
What about this, the one you're looking at, the first bid? Did they say anything about if they'd be able to get to us this year?
They didn't talk to me. Let's see if I found that paper I checked I sent in. Okay, the initial bid, which I'll call option one. 43rd Street, 150 feet halfway down across, about 10 feet across. Further down, it's another 40 feet, 10 feet across. Further down, again, 10 feet. And further down on 43rd is 10 feet. So there's 4 sections on 43rd. Then it jumps up to Orchard Street, and it's 55 foot halfway across at 11 feet. Then we went to the intersection of Harbison and Short down where the school's at. We're just gonna just do that whole intersection in there. It's roughly 45 feet by 25 feet. West 4th Avenue was gonna be 240 feet by 18 feet, the whole way. West 7th Avenue, 50 foot by 20 foot. Okay? Option 2 was on Bowden Street, 794 feet. Option 3 was Patterson in the park was 260 feet. That's what we sent out.
So we budgeted 48,588.
Something like that. 40,000 something.
That's from the general fund.
No, I don't know if it was just general fund, was it?
What did we get, what did we have for liquid fuels?
That's, yeah, right.
Well, normally we do a 50-50 split. And when I was doing 100,000, we put 50,000 liquid fuels, 50,000 general fund.
Well, this number comes right from the budget that council approved, which is a general fund budget, which that budget never shows the other funds, which is a
Okay.
problem. So that means that there is whatever amount
So we
still in
budgeted,
liquid fuels.
we budgeted 46,000 or whatever.
So we have 46 coming from
Now,
the fuels too?
Jake and I talked about that as well. If we use the liquid fuel fund, and we can use whatever percentage you want to use with it to do this, anything that we have left over that you want to spend, we can now go back and contract these people, anybody.
That's what I was
Say,
wondering.
I want to come in and can you spot pave this road for me? You know, I can give them so much up to a certain dollar before you get in trouble on having to bid it out. Then you can do that. The only requirement, we don't have to pay prevailing wage, we don't have to pay all this other stuff. The only thing we have to do is make sure that they are using certified asphalt.
So they come to do the jobs that they bid, and while they're here, we could say, hey, can you do this, this, and this too?
Don't know if we can do that while they're here, but yeah, because that's frowned upon. I've asked that question of Whipper, and it's been recommended doing that.
What is the,
But we can also, you can always go back and do a second bid, you can do the second round.
It's getting so late in the year.
I understand that, that was my concern going all along. Usually by the end of October, they're done at, you know, and as cold as this getting, I got a feeling we're gonna run into that.
so we have, right now, we have $103,037 in liquid fuels. These bids are eligible for liquid fuels funding, right?
Yes,
Well, we don't even have to touch, we can pay for everything according to the bids.
but
We
you
have
also
liquid
use
fuels.
liquid fuels for your salt.
Salt and gravel.
Okay, well, do the math, 103,000, and then you've got, what, 40,000 to 28,000. You're gonna have a whole heck of a lot left over for salt, you know what I'm saying? In the liquid fuels fund.
I don't know, how much did we spend last year for salt?
Not a whole lot, I don't think.
I just got,
Did he order the salt?
he ordered the salt and
Yeah.
I literally just got it yesterday. I opened it, but I cannot remember one was 7,000 for ordering salt. Sorry. I just got the things yesterday.
There's gonna be money there, there's no doubt.
Invoice, sorry, my brain is, it's like 9 o'clock and my brain's like not
Try
working
it.
anymore. I just got the invoice yesterday, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. 7,000 for one, and there was another one. It was much less than that, but yeah.
That was
And
probably
he
from
over,
anti-
and yeah, one was for anti-skid and one was for salt, and he said he over ordered too, like he projects
Yeah.
it'll be more than enough. So we probably
But
won't
the
have to
reason we
spend.
stay with these numbers, because of all the other previous council meetings, we indicated we wanna stay around the 40,000.
Straight salt.
So that's why we.
But what he's saying is
That's why we
that we
kept
won't
it
take
low.
it out of general fund, that we'll take it out of liquid fuels, that's what Kevin's
Yeah, take
saying.
it out of the earmarked
Yeah.
fund, use liquid fuels, you can pay for everything.
Okay,
We'll save our
so
general
using-
fund, right?
I agree.
For all this. And we would still have enough, I believe.
But anytime you use liquid fuel funding, you have to meet PennDOT specs.
Doesn't this spec do that?
This will, yes.
Okay, then, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if we wanna come back later on and do additional roads,
I would say.
you can't use liquid fuels, but if you don't use liquid fuels, then you can just, all you have to make sure is that you meet the requirement that you're using the right asphalt.
Okay.
We won't have to
Yeah.
pay
But the bid
the
package.
heavier
The
price.
bid packages are covered by liquid fuels, that's what matters, right?
Okay.
The other stuff we can,
That's state money, so why
Yeah.
not use state money as opposed to ours?
absolutely.
Well, that's good news.
So there you have it. What's your pleasure?
I'd say go with the lower bid. They're bidding the same thing.
Yep, they all got the same bid package.
So both jobs equals what, again, from the right bid?
I didn't talk about it yet.
Option 1 and option 2
Yeah.
come out to what?
It was like,
Just under 70.
yeah.
But, I get it
Yeah,
back.
do you have them?
29, 31.
What was that, Eli?
About 70. 29, 31, and 9 were your three numbers. from that company.
Alright, this would be right. Somebody have a calculator? 28, 894, 93,
You do it.
28, 894,
894, 93,
93,
This does not have any of the
64?
raised seals of any,
Okay.
8,749.38.
this does not look as professional as that one does.
68,977.95.
So just take that all out of liquid fuels then?
Yeah, so we left like $40,000 for salt. You're not gonna spend $40,000 in salt.
The Oleastro bills, you take that out of liquid fuels too, right?
Astra,
Oleastro,
Oleastro.
yeah.
And it's still all right.
AR Oleastro, he's bringing in the,
Yeah, that's good.
anti-skid, yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah, I think so. I'll double check.
Yeah.
I don't wanna put myself on record saying yes, cause
Yeah, cause that could come out of there
He,
too.
Okay.
he's bringing slag too, I don't know if he separates them or not.
okay. I'll
Anytime
have
you
to double
get
check. Off the top of my head, I
slag,
can't believe it.
Where's the other bit? Is that
As
it?
per my training, I was told paving comes out of liquid fuels. So,
What's that?
they asked if I was paying for
anti-skid.
anti-skid out of liquid fuels. I was told the only thing that comes out of liquid fuels is like paving and things like that, not
Yeah, anything
like
goes in
throughout
the
the
road,
year.
right?
What's
Liquid
the
fuels can be
official
used for more
budget
than that.
on that? And it doesn't matter.
So the anti-skid,
For
or any,
streets and roads?
anytime we get a load of gravel, anything like
So
that.
budget of 48
Okay.
out of general fund.
Okay, but if we use liquid fuel, what does that do budget sense wise?
It
Like,
takes out 103. We have 103 right now.
Yeah.
In the liquid fuels.
And then next year you'll get another whatever.
okay.
So, well, so here's a question. So are we to assume that, well, did Widmer, like, is Widmer good on this project? Like, they understand?
Yeah.
So these bids are responsive to the recs, the requirements that we need to pave the roads?
That's why we
Right.
pay Whitman the money to make sure that we're in line with the PennDOT specs.
Okay, so we can assume that really our task here is just to go with the money right now? Or
Yeah.
What is the money part? Because the tech part should be okay.
And do you want to do one option, option one, option two, or all three?
Oh, geez, that complicates.
Go well 3. Comes up to
Well,
70, right?
That's like, yeah, come out to 68 something.
68,000, let's get them done.
That's the council's fault. That's why we did it in options.
We have the money.
Yeah, we have the money.
So all I have to do is call Whitmer and let them know who the successful bidder is and that we want to do all three options.
My reservation is that spending that kind of money, any kind of money this late in the year, probably not the best thing to do. And I think in the future, we really need to change this up. We need to do this ahead of time.
I've been fighting this since February.
We'll continue to work on it.
I was here in February saying, let's do the roads.
We'll work on it. You know, previous councils, and you should know, right, they did all this in the spring. Like they were getting the bids done and stuff in the spring.
Yeah.
So I think we need to shoot for that in the future. But for now, we've got these bids, we've got the money.
And if they do that late in the season, does that affect anything? Right?
You have to have the temperature at a certain
Yeah.
point or
But
they won't
like,
pave it.
they'll take care of all that, right? We don't have to worry about someone just coming in here and doing it late and us getting a.
They still have to do it by spec.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this part
There's
of
a
it has to be
spec
done
that
by
says
spec.
how.
But there,
how cold you
and that
can't
may
do
be
it
the next
and
thing
they
that pops
can't
up,
do
is
it.
they may be able to say, we ain't have enough time.
But you're still laying good asphalt down in
Yeah.
inclement weather,
Yeah.
potentially inclement weather.
The only bad part is, the only downfall doing it right now is now you're putting it down and you got winter already on it.
Right on top of it.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, I repeat this every time we bid these things. Once we repave a street, the borough needs to go back out and dress up the berms. Because if we don't dress up the berm to match the street, it just makes a lip, and as cars drive off the part, they break the edges out.
Pieces off.
So to prevent that from happening, we need to go back and make sure we do berming.
Yep. With 2A limestone or slag. Slag's a lot
And I think
cheaper.
the bid says we keep all the slag from the milling, right?
I don't know if that was in there or not.
I
I'll have to read it again.
Yeah, I thought I saw a line item on that. So.
That
You
would
want to
be
keep
good.
these?
Yes.
Okay, do I need a a motion to accept that bid. I would think I do.
You do.
She did.
Anybody wanna make a motion?
I'll
to
make a motion.
accept bid, John,
I didn't want to do it because I'm,
says yes, second.
I'll second.
What's your,
All in
I see
favor?
hesitation.
All right, read out the motion.
All right, hold on.
You look
Right
concerned
crowd.
about the motion, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I wanna know what the motion is.
The motion is to accept the bid.
Which bid?
the right Friday.
Yeah.
Please read it into the record.
No, I will, I'm just saying you look concerned, I just wanna make sure you're.
No, yeah, that's my concern. I'm like, what are we doing? What-
Yeah,
I need to
I
hear the
would've-
language.
Okay, yeah, I would have done it, I just thought you looked concerned about like what we were voting
Well,
on.
we already said we were gonna pick the lower bid.
I'm just getting to know you. Okay, so, the right bid. The motion on the table is to accept the bid, from Wright Asphalt and Concrete. They are out of Beaver Falls in the amount of, can you read the amount?
68 something.
I wrote it on the package inside. You have to thumb through it down the bottom.
$68,977.95 to
Do all three bids.
all three bids that were put out for bid.
All right, we have a motion and a second, and all in favor? Opposed? All right,
Now, my only question though, I started asking earlier, what if they come back and say they can't get it done this year?
well then we'll put it for,
We just
Tom,
drop
ask him
all
if we
bids?
can, ask him, no, I wouldn't do that.
I say we
because
get invoiced.
see if they'll hold their price till the spring
Yeah.
and get us on the list for first thing in the spring, which would be awesome, and then that way we can get additional.
Yeah.
How does that work for the monies?
Get the invoice.
Get
they
the
don't
invoice,
do-
you
If
pay
they
it.
don't do it until next year,
We can put that money
Get the
aside for
invoice
that,
this
right?
year.
You can pay it.
Yeah, and we'll pay it.
Yeah, they can send us a.
yeah, I had that same problem when I did the sewer line down here.
Get the invoice this year.
That's true.
Yeah, just have it, yeah.
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 No problem. Okay, good. Good, good.
All right. That was that for you, Bill, right?
That's all I think I have.
Justin,
Yeah, so the resolution for the permit fee changes, I got better details, so we'll do that on the work session. And I believe, Jenna, you have the resolution to say that we're going to participate in the DCED program.
Yeah, no cost, no commitment to that.
I just have to memorize it. We can move on while I find it.
do we need a vote on that? A motion to go with this resolution?
You need a motion?
Yeah.
You offering one?
I don't know what I want a motion, I'll wait to find out.
Under the first page.
Yeah, so basically a motion for the following resolution. A resolution of commitment to strategic management planning program, be it ordained and enacted by the Council of the Borough of West Mayfield, Beaver County, Pennsylvania, that from and after the passage of this resolution, the terms contained herein shall be in full force and effect. Whereas the Borough of West Mayfield will be undertaking the Strategic Management Planning Program, STMPP, conducted through the University of Pittsburgh Graduate Students Intern Program, and whereas the Borough of West Mayfield wishes to participate in said project, and whereas the Pennsylvania Department of Community and Economic Development makes available funds for said project through the Strategic Management Planning Program, now therefore be it resolved that the Council of the Borough of West Mayfield hereby consents to make requisition for said project, and be it further resolved that the Council of Borough of West Mayfield hereby commits to full cooperation of said project.
Okay, I need a motion.
Requisition. This is required by
Repeat
the
that
state.
whole entire thing.
We're gonna make requisition of what?
To be to participate in the program.
I thought I heard you say there's no cost, though.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, no cost right
They
now.
provide all the funds.
I'm fine.
Have a good night.
Have a good one. Okay, so,
We have a motion, right?
I'll
Did we
make a
get
motion to
second?
accept whatever that was, that whole entire entire spiel.
Motion on the
Yeah,
table
what he said, I can't repeat it
to
all.
adopt a resolution of commitment to the strategic management planning program.
Okay.
Right, you read that? Okay, who seconded that?
No one yet.
That's what we're asking.
All right, I'll do it.
Are you sure?
That was a long thing to repeat.
All right, do I have two motions yet?
Yes.
Okay, all in favor?
Alright.
Opposed? All right.
Basically.
Alright, that's what I got.
All right, nothing under ordinance. Parks and Rec, we had one rental this week. So we
Yes.
have one rental this week.
Yeah, we got one new rental this week for this month.
Good.
Yes,
Yeah, that's our trunk or treat.
got it.
Oh,
That's right.
is that a rental then? Do we have?
No.
No.
Okay, good. Oh. Did I bring that up before? We, our committee
Bought the refrigerator, yeah.
bought
Yeah.
that refrigerator, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's down there now and
Yep.
anyways. I got nothing. Joe, do you have anything else?
Yes, sir.
Alicia?
Just about trunk or treat on Saturday. I hope everyone comes. The fire department is gonna have a truck down there. The police, I think, are coming also. And I just wanna ask this. Because this is our last meeting before the November stuff for the workshop and the next meeting.
When is, while we're thinking about this, when is the budget meeting? Isn't that next month?
I mean,
That's this month, isn't it?
I thought it was in November.
That's what it's on.
I
Okay,
didn't do the last one, so you guys.
All right, go ahead. I just.
okay. Well, let's talk about budget just after this.
I've always heard November.
Workshop is January.
I understand
Okay.
that the fire department usually always went around on Halloween, which is October 30th,
Right.
which they are going to do, because we just talked about it with them at the town hall. And I know that council always gave money to the fire department
Buy candy.
to buy candy to give out
Yeah.
Yeah.
on that, so,
But for Santa, you're talking
Used to buy
about
for
Halloween?
Santa too.
well, for Halloween also.
Halloween.
Used to put a fire,
We
there's
never
a
had
fire
that.
truck out on
Just
Halloween on the apron,
Christmas.
and there was some candy there.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty certain it was Halloween.
No.
Very,
Pretty sure
very,
it's
very rare,
Christmas.
but most of the time the fire department supplied it, but there was a couple of years that the borough kicked in with some money.
Okay, so I was right, what I heard then. Okay,
But I don't know where they're gonna hand it out from.
Yeah,
They usually just drive around.
but they don't hand out candy.
okay, but they're gonna be down there, so if I talk to them and
Yeah.
if they
Oh, you're
say
talking about
that,
trunk or treat, not Halloween.
Oh, is that what you're talking about, trunk or
well,
treat?
either way, I was gonna ask
Because
them.
if they're down there, they can,
Yeah.
yeah, that would be okay.
Okay, so I'll find out if they
Yeah, they wanna hand out.
would like that, and if the police, do you do your own, or can we offer to buy you some to give out down there?
Give out whatever you provide.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you. But you'll be patrolling also on October 30th, which is the Beaver County one, which everyone has. Okay. All right. All right, now, that's all I
I had
have.
a question about that whole Halloween thing. Why do we have trunk or treat and still have Halloween?
Community.
It's community.
Yeah.
It's just,
It's
a
for
function.
community,
Yeah,
but
it's
it's
for
like a daylight thing
Yeah,
that,
everyone does.
Because I thought the idea of trunk or treat was
Well-
to provide a safe environment for the kids to
It
go
is.
Halloween. But then,
Some people don't like to take their tots out for the
Oh,
little
okay.
ones.
I just couldn't understand why you had both, either or with them.
Is there anything that we should do right now to commit to a budget meeting, or?
Yep.
should
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
to.
You have to,
Like, should we,
point a day.
should we do that right now?
Might
Is
as
that
well,
something?
maybe
Well, we were gonna do it as soon as she was
Should have
done.
Kamara done.
okay, I'm done.
Well, what do we wanna, give them candy? Just
Well,
just get it, or for them to
Don't-
give to them, or give them
Yes.
money to get it? I mean, maybe they don't have time to be running around.
Yeah,
I would
'cause
say
I have some-
buy the candy.
Yeah,
and-
I have some running around to do tomorrow, and then I'll get it to them. So I'll get you a receipt.
get it to who are we from? West West Mayfield Fire, like this fire?
No, 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 no.
Beaver
Yeah.
Falls? Oh,
Beaver
okay.
Falls.
I was so confused.
They're bringing their truck
They're coming
down
to
and
truck.
the
I think
police-
Kathy was in the same boat as me. She looked so confused.
Because we never did that before. The only
Doesn't
thing that
mean-
happened down there for
yeah.
trunk or treat was, it might have been last year, the year before, the fire department came down and they sat in their truck way over, and if somebody walked by, they passed out a couple little pieces of candy. But we never
What?
passed out candy off the fire truck for trunk or treat. Christmas, yes,
Yeah, right.
not Halloween.
Yeah, Christmas.
So what are you gonna do?
Maybe you're
Do
thinking
it
of
now and then
Easter.
do it again at Christmas? Is council gonna be willing to do that?
I
Remember last year, they spent almost $700 on candy at Christmas time.
Who did?
Wow.
The borough,
Fire department.
for the fire department to take candy.
That the borough paid for.
Cause it's getting more expensive every year.
Yep.
So we should just do that for
I mean, I feel like we're
Christmas.
already providing candy from, right? Like from.
Yeah, people are passing out candy.
Yeah.
I think that last year
Okay.
the fire truck came and they passed out stickers or
Yeah.
something and preventative, like, information for the kids.
Which one?
I don't remember them passing anything
What?
at Halloween.
You wanna put
Easter
it-
they
Which
did.
one?
It was
Beaver
Easter.
Falls
Easter they passed.
Okay.
it.
Last year,
This is our fire department.
Right,
Santa?
as of last year.
Uh,
For trunk or treat.
So for
Yeah,
the
we
budget,
did.
that's
We
public.
never.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
No.
You wanna have.
Okay.
I mean, they're already
Instead of
getting
advertising, they don't have
candy.
to do a workshop.
okay, okay.
I mean, if the fire department wants
I'd be
to
okay
pass
with
out
that.
little red
Budget
hats
meeting.
like they did
Yeah.
at
At the
Christmas
Christmas
party, then let them
party.
do that,
Have
yeah.
a workshop, kick that.
Or a coloring book.
Or a
Is that
sticker.
what-
Or whatever.
Yeah, whatever you guys wanna do. I mean,
I
I'm
didn't
good
know
with
they
that
were getting,
as well.
who was getting
Is there-
$700?
I mean, that's
The
the problem.
fire
is
department got money to go out and buy candy,
Doesn't want to
pass
come
out
to
on the fire
workshops.
truck at
So if we're,
Christmas.
if we're
The
combining
bags
it,
hand
it's a
out.
budget meeting.
Oh,
That's what we
You know what I
do,
mean?
so
West
we
Main.
need
So we just
to.
have to make sure bills okay with that.
And we have
That's
to
a
make
lot
sure
of
we
meetings
have,
if we have to.
we need to make sure we have a quorum too, right?
okay.
Yeah, so we need
Yeah, you have to have a
to,
quorum.
if somebody's going around in
Because
Santa
you're
Claus on a
deliberate.
fire truck.
So we at least
Let's
have,
just
we have,
call
That's
the
where we
meeting
spend the
for
money for candy.
that Wednesday.
Okay,
Yeah, budget
I think
meeting.
I was,
yeah,
I
and it's
just
already
And then we
gonna
can
be,
do the
it's
workshop
already,
at
there was a
same
line
time.
item.
the work session
Yeah.
meeting is
I don't
already
think you
gonna
can
be
do that.
advertised, so
You could be the topic.
That's gonna be a long
workshop.
meeting.
I think with a budget, I feel like a
I
budget
was
meeting
just
would
waiting.
be.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I feel like it needs to
We have
be.
budgets for
It always was.
public.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's a lot of meetings. I mean, we're all busy, but I personally feel like it needs to be a completely separate meeting.
I agree.
okay,
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I'm in.
we have way too much to do to try to scream everything into one and then
All right,
move
can,
stuff.
can everybody make a commitment to look at the proposed budget lines of what we have
We have already?
online? Not proposed, but I'm just saying like what we spent and stuff so that everyone's aware of what you have online.
Well, why don't you do that, because you have access to this, you're a finance guy. Why don't you submit the link to everybody?
Yeah, I can do
Council,
that.
everyone can take a look at it. So what I did, what he's talking about is, so I sort of, looked at the audits, I looked at the budgets, I looked at the official, accounts, chart accounts with DCV, and I tried to just make it all match together where every line item has a code, an appropriate code, whether it's a 300 series revenue item or a 400 series expenditure. So you go right down the list. And on this document here, you can see for each year, the budgeted amount as well as the actual amount. Whether that comes from the audit or that comes from the monthly financial reports. You can see how wacky we've been over the years.
So I'll send an email with that link and hopefully everyone will review that, at least have a good idea before the budget meeting. When's everyone good for that budget meeting?
I'm on vacation next week, so after that, I'm good. And then Tuesday nights, my daughter has dance, so. I think other than that, I'm good every night.
I could probably make anything work.
I am out of town on the week of the 20th for work.
So now we're pushing to the 27th, 28th, 29th.
I can do next week, but
Yeah.
obviously you can't, yeah. I could do, I'd be here on like, I could be here Friday on the 20th.
I can't do Fridays.
Yeah.
29th, October.
I think that's fine. October 29th.
What's that?
October 29th, it's Wednesday.
That's good.
It's a Wednesday?
Yeah.
That's good.
Off the top of my head, I don't think I have anything going on now.
Justin?
Yeah, give me 1 second, just check.
You good,
Yeah,
John?
I'm
Yeah, I'm good. The 29th, yeah.
Yes,
6 o'clock?
I am good at 6 o'clock.
Budget meeting 6 o'clock.
That's gonna be here?
That's putting it on it now, that's what we're doing.
We'll have to have that advertised.
Yep.
And you know, really to make this process go, the more information we can all look at beforehand, we come to the meeting. What I don't know is how your records jive with this. That's something that, I don't think we're far off, I
No.
assume, but I don't know, I have no
Yeah,
idea.
I'll look at
But
it.
you look at this, yeah.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, I'll start the email chain and then just reply, or,
It's October 29th at 6.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
can,
Wednesday.
okay, and it's the week before that the Pitt students and George wants to do a virtual meeting. This would be at our houses, I'm sure. The 20 or 21st of October.
Yeah.
So I know Justin will be away, but anyone else that can make it, and you're gonna email us,
She said 5 or 6.
5 or 6.
Tuesday, October 21st at 5 or 6.
21st, I could do 20th.
This is the TCD,
Yes. The
October
DC.
21st, 5 or 6 p.m.
Yeah, 6 would work better for me because Brielle has dance till 5:50.
I'm gonna be hit or miss. I won't know until,
And George, they
Next
use
week.
Teams,
Yes.
so this is gonna be a virtual.
Yeah, all it says is virtual meeting. It doesn't say if it's Teams or not, but I'm assuming it's Teams.
So this
Yeah,
would be
I'm
a Zoom
assuming.
meeting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know anything about.
Yeah, me either.
You literally just get a link and you click it.
Send me a link, I can
Yeah,
jump
it's a
on.
link you can jump on and just
Okay.
join the meeting. It's super simple.
if you can just send me an invite to that, I will
I'm
join
gonna
if
confirm
I-
with her first
Okay.
to make sure and then,
I will join if I can, but
21 at 6
it's a whole
p.m.,
work
10,
conference, so
Is that
literally
29.
working and
Yeah.
meetings from 7 till
Yeah.
after party probably, most likely. You know, it's all networking and stuff.
Is that Tuesday good for you? You?
yeah, it's Teams, so it's fine. I can do it from the parking lot of the dance studio. It'll be
Okay.
fine. I will make it work.
All right.
Okay, great.
All right.
Okay, we moving on?
I think we're done. Let's pay the bills.
Gotta pay the bills.
Okay, someone make a motion, someone second it.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Opposed? Ratification of purchases made by committees.
Need another motion? Yep, I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor? Opposed? All right, any other business?
Anybody have anything?
Meeting adjourned.